All right, Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. NASCAR Cup Series Racing. It's the Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix at the Circuit of the Americas, Austin, Texas, United States of America. What's up, everybody? What is up?
Welcome in Chase Elliott. He's got his share of fans. Again, most popular driver. He won the very first Cup race held at this track. 7 of his 18 career wins have been on road courses. And coming off his best finish of the season, 8th at Bristol in the 9 car, starting 9th today. And Chase, it's good to see you. You won the first time here, and you were 4th, I think, the second time, and then of course last year, injury you missed. What's your thought process, or maybe your mindset coming into today's race here?
Yeah, the toughest thing for me this weekend is the time it's been since I've been here. It's been 2 years, obviously, skipping the race last year. So just trying to get back up to speed, and road course racing is so much about rhythm and finding a good cadence and getting in a good flow. At least for me, that's the most important piece. And then I feel like the pace will follow that. So just trying to find that rhythm and flow has been the challenge this weekend, but was happy with the progress yesterday by the time we got to qualifying with our Napa Chevy, and looking forward to just getting some more laps. That's always helpful for me, and to finding that. So excited.
I was the same type of driver. I had to get into a flow and a rhythm. When you switched from the old car to the new car, what's the biggest difference that you had to concentrate on to get used to this new next-gen car on the road races?
I think the biggest thing were the brakes to start. The brakes had such a different feel, and I don't really know why, because we always had big brakes on road course cars, even with the old generation cars. So just I'm not sure what about the braking system that was different, but it certainly seems like it likes a different feel. And then obviously just trying to
Paul, so you're in the 16, Paul.
And understand how hard you can be on them. Obviously,
What's
we're
up,
really
Billy?
aggressive across the curbs.
What's going on, mate?
Low air makes those stops feel worse. So balancing all those things out. So I'd say a combination of the rear stops and how aggressive you have to be on those things, and the braking system.
Well, and I've called those races, Chase. I remember vividly watching you win these races. That's where your strong suit was with that old car, under the brakes. So it's funny that you bring that up, being what you're struggling with this. Last time we were here, we were actually calling the race together, right?
We were.
You were in Colorado, banged up, and I was up in the
Current
booth.
subscriber
we
count 15,158, 91 B homies,
way more fun
more
calling
members
you out on this racetrack. Great memories here.
Yeah, for sure. It was about 15 of us trying to call the race last year. You should
A
have been
butterfly
there.
message that it was raining there.
But it was, yeah, definitely. You never want to watch a race.
It does
from
look
the couch,
like overcast
especially when your car is
skies
on the track, and a lot more fun being here.
What's
but,
up, Butterfly?
Yeah, the race last year
I'm on
was
turn
crazy.
12, cheap
it
tickets.
Looked like the
It's sprinkling.
restart zone adjustments
What's going on,
that
Butterfly?
they had made yesterday.
They'll run if
at
it's
least
just light rain.
made us look not as dumb as it was at the end of that
Did
race.
you get to
last
go on the
year.
Ferris wheel?
There were times at the end of that thing, I just wanted to cover my face. I was watching that thing from the couch. I'm like, do we look like this all the time? So I do think that it's better, and obviously I thought it was.
Are you like in the first row, Butterfly, down low?
Some more of that today.
Yeah, and I know the drivers lobbied or petitioned for that restart zone, and so you're happy with it, and we look forward to seeing you in action today. All right, have a good one. Thanks, Chase.
I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, guys.
Good day.
All right, in his Chevrolet, and he's as I mentioned, won more road courses than any other driver in the mix, and that's why he's on the favorites board. Tyler Reddick won this race last year. Kevin, who jumps out at you on this list?
You guys know I like the top of the board, so I'm going with Tyler Reddick. He's won here.
You're going to leave that? All right, then I'm going to go right down the board, just a couple. Ty Gibbs, both Toyotas, mind you.
Butterfly riding on board with the race favorite today, Tyler Reddick.
On the long shot, on the long shot board, got Allmendinger up there. Austin Cindric was pretty good in practice, or qualifying, I should say, among the Fords.
Yeah, well, you put
it's all right. You're going to think this is your first race, right?
Denny Hamlin, if I'm going to have to take one off of that board.
No chance. AJ Allmendinger, he was really good here last year. Always a good road course racer. Was good yesterday. AJ Allmendinger all the way.
And is this where maybe Kyle Busch, who's been good on road courses, can break through? You guys are going to head up to the booth with Mike Joy to call the race. Look forward to it. It's a great one last week. We're really on a roll here.
It's going to be another one today.
Fantastic races. Yeah, don't forget all that kind of stopping, starting. What do we have? Speeds from 40 miles per hour up to 170 miles per hour. That's the adjustment, and they'll have to handle those 20 turns. The Grid Walk with Michael Waltrip live from Austin, Texas, as we count you down closer to the start of the race. Stay with us.
I got you.
Hope you will.
What's up, T-Cubler?
The path to enlightenment is a personal journey. It is how I learned to go further than I ever imagined.
Sometimes
wow, it got dark here.
A little messy. But I am calm within.
The 2023 Chrysler Pacifica.
Here at Papa John's,
I can't even believe that there's already a Daniel Suarez section. Usually the sections are named after famous NASCAR drivers.
Mixed with cheese and hand stuffed into that Papa John's original dough. No one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help.
Blame Valhalla.
Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
Alert NPU, all new Tuesdays on Fox.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Sam Levitt's Furniture celebrates 71 years in Tucson, but our story begins in Pennsylvania in 1910, with the Levitts family growing the business from the ground up. Sam opens Tucson in 1953 and invents the warehouse showroom to sell for less. Through 4 generations, we continue to bring you the best values in home furnishings to all of Southern Arizona. Thank you, Tucson, for 71 great years, and register to win that $2,500 home shopping spree or one of the free Tempur-Pedics during the Sam Levitt's 71st anniversary sale.
Save, skip, and savor is your new morning mantra. With McDonald's Mix and Match 2 for $5, you can save on a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles with warm griddle cakes and the sweet taste of maple that hold a fluffy folded egg, savory sausage, and melty American cheese. And save on a sausage McMuffin with egg with savory hot sausage,
What's up, Dave?
a slice of melty American cheese, and a freshly cracked egg
no.
all on a toasted English muffin. Skip the hassle with the McDonald's app, which lets you order ahead.
I hope she gets the feeling
flavorful
better.
breakfast for just $5. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home.
That sucks.
American
I was late
Family
getting on. It
Insurance.
looks like I'm
Get
about
a
to
quote
pay
and
for
find
it.
an agent at
I got 28 likes, but I only have 28 views.
Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, powering every lap, every mile, and every victory on the road ahead. Goodyear, more driven.
Stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
The heart of Texas. Well, that means...
Alex in the house. She's been a daddy's girl all morning.
Friends, living life and having fun, man.
Like a community. When you come here, I think you feel that.
God, family, and country, man. Let's go.
This is home for me. Everything's bigger in Texas. You've never heard
They're
of it.
talking about your town there, Butterfly, on the telecast.
Makes that hard. Skip a beat.
And I'm finally going from Austin. You finally settled.
Austin City Limit.
You know the feeling. That feeling of seeing something new for the first time. Something different. Something possibly even weird. That heartbeat starts to feel irregular. Your chest tightens. You lose your breath. Is this love? Hell, I don't know. It might be. One thing I do know. This is Austin.
And just moments away, live from Austin, start of the race. Keep Austin weird. Michael Waltrip, the perfect guy to do that on his grid walk. And Michael, hey,
why did you go to the top of that big tower?
That's me, Chris. You know well that that's what I do. I've caught up with Tyler Reddick and Steve Sarkisian, Texas head coach. How good's that sound?
I grid walk.
Sounds really good, man, especially in Austin, Texas, that's for sure.
I brought you a present. That's my car. I used to race for Texas, if you see that.
Well, how about that? We got to get him to drive one that says like 2025. You know what I mean? National champs, and get you one of these. That's pretty sweet.
His motto is all gas, no brakes. We got a little bit of bad news for him today, don't we?
Yes, the brake pedal is important here, but that's a great saying. I think I had on one of my
corn
helmets
with
at
some soy
Darlington a couple
sauce.
years ago. So, I mean, I do like to live by
There
that
you go,
motto,
Alex.
but yeah, the brakes are really important here for sure.
Sorry, Steve.
Well, I understand. You know, we're not an oval course today, so we're gonna
Hunter's
need some
showing the race wrong
brakes.
as usual, Valhalla.
You got
do
it
it the correct
We're
way.
gonna get some brakes too.
They'll shut him down.
See what Willie B's doing. What are y'all talking about? Are you downloading all some important information there?
He's got key info for the.
Yeah, they just interviewed him.
Have fun. Skeet Ulrich, Giancarlo, how are you, sir?
Doing great, thank you.
I'm Michael Waltrip. This is the Grid Walk on Fox Sports. We wanted the Grid Talk to the Stars, and you two stars have a new show, and I know you're a part of the racing family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have a show called Parish. Comes out on AMC next Sunday.
Oh, that's cool. He is Ricky Rudd's nephew, Skeet Ulrich, and he's one of my favorite actors. You're going to get to have some fun today with
Can you see pit road from your seats,
Grand
Butterfly?
Marshal, baby. Happy to be here. I play a driver in Parish. I'm happy to be here to see the real drivers do their thing.
Can I have your hat?
Sure can.
Oh, thank you.
Got it.
We're going to the ceremonies.
Please welcome a longtime Austin native, Longhorn legend, and current LA Chargers kicker, Cameron Dicker.
Here we go. We're going to have national anthem.
Lord, I thank you for the opportunity for all of us to be here today, Father. I pray that you're with these men as they're out there on the track today. Keep them safe throughout the whole day. Most importantly, I pray that your love just fills everybody's heart in here today, Father. Through the highs and lows of the day, I pray that you just allow us to feel your love and have us pray to you all day, every day. So I thank you for everything you do in Jesus' name.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome from the San Antonio Police Department, Officer Rebecca Vermeulen.
All right, national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
Wow, it's windy there.
Saved us that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
All righty, all righty.
Fans want to find out who could be the first repeat winner in Austin, or maybe we'll see the first repeat winner this season. Stay
Alex
with
says,
us
God
on
help
Fox,
America.
and you'll find out.
Next, we go to a commercial break.
NASCAR Race Up, weeknights on FS1. It took 138 iterations to refine the TIG-1 chassis, but it also took 189 pizzas and
28 in the house, y'all. Just 28 up in here, up in here.
Get 0% APR financing or a $2,000
All right, we'll see you, Butterfly.
bonus on a new 2024 TIG-1 during the Volkswagen 75th
Dave
anniversary
Rhodes, yeah,
sales
you got the 10. No, Summer Obe's in the 10. Summer Obe is in the 10, Rhodes. You're in the 22.
It's a beautiful reminder that every day is a new beginning. So share these precious
Viking
moments
Combat to
and
the 7,
gratitude with the
confirmed.
ones you love. There's never been a better time to create a brighter future, because together,
Viking
nothing is
Combat to the 7, confirmed.
Happy Easter from Grand Canyon University.
I don't know which ones are still available, y'all. I literally just wrote this down before I came on.
Paying you the most for your gold jewelry, diamonds, watches, silver, and coins.
So ask and I'll try to tell you.
An all-time high. Come in today.
Summer Obe is in the 19 of Truex.
When it matters most.
When it impacts us all.
We're not giving up. 12 News at 10. We're with you every step of the way.
A glimpse of hope that we
All
haven't
right.
had in a long time.
When it's important to you.
You miswrote that one, dude.
Weeknights at 10.
The USFL champs versus the XFL
Alex, you want a car?
UFL kickoff weekend begins Saturday, March 30th at 10 on Fox 11.
No, the 24
Bet you didn't see
taken,
that.
Nathan. The 24
If you
long
were an
gone.
Atlas and could detect things in 0.02 seconds, you would have. The Atlas with front
Yeah, the
assist.
10 open.
Get 1.9% APR financing or a $3,000 customer bonus on a new 2024 Atlas or Atlas
The
Cross
10,
Sport
the
during Volkswagen
21, the
75th anniversary
23 at least.
For the elite competitor, next is a way of life.
This is one of the big shows.
Brandon, I thought I had you, Brandon, already. Didn't you post?
They know it's a fleeting distraction.
Brandon, I got a Brandon question mark in the 13.
Because in the unforgiving grind of professional sport,
Yeah, so 13 for you, Brandon B.
for extended glances in the rearview mirror. And the best way to
The 9 is not open.
unpredictable twists and turns of a season is with a laser focus on what's immediately ahead.
Yep, 22 and 14 for you and Ashton, Dave. All right, remember how we do this? The command to start engines, we rate it on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being best.
Park Automotive Grand Prix from Circuit of the Americas. Today, 39 elite athletes, drivers born in the United States, Mexico, New Zealand, and Japan, will face one of the toughest tests in all of the 36-race NASCAR Cup season. This demanding 20-turn road course for 232 miles. Hi, everybody. Mike Joy with Kevin Harvick and Clint Boyer. Kevin, what makes this one of the toughest
A
challenges
lot of the
anywhere in this
numbers
sport?
1 through 20 or 25 are taken, y'all. But if you're in those the back portion, only the 34, the 45, the 48, and the 54 and the 99 have been taken.
You will not make a perfect lap all day.
Not one, Kevin?
Not one.
Boy, somebody better, or they're not going to win this thing. But it does truly have it. The restarts are always
Yeah,
crazy,
Billy, you're in the
chaotic.
34.
And what drivers does that play a role in? Man, these Toyotas have been red hot. I think it stays that way. I think Tyler Reddick is going to obviously have a great day today. Ty Gibbs, can he get this first win that he's been looking for?
We don't know if
Man,
there's
I hope
one
so.
corner here that contributes to a perfect lap, but we know of Calamity Corner, and there are 2 of them. Turn 1 coming up that huge rise down the front straightaway, and turn
Let's go
8.
racing, says
turn
Chris
1 is gonna
Davis.
start
Chris,
right
do you have a
off the
number?
bat on the original start here, because you have to take all the track position that you can get. But you better be on defense too, and you better
Let's
know
go to the
who's
alt
around
screen.
you and
Give us
where
an
you can
idea
go
what
and where you
numbers.
can't go, because they're going to run into each other, they're going to push each other wide, and there's going to be half of them mad at each other before we even make it to turn 2.
Well, it's certainly the first passing opportunity, but you can take a lot more than an opportunity. Then you come all the way around the racetrack to turn 11, turn 12.
11,
that really
9.
opens the door up. But let's look at this overhead right here. You can see straight up the hill. Over
23 is
100 feet
open.
of elevation change from the straight
2
up
is
the front
open.
stretch up there to the hill, the top of the hill, down through the S's, Kevin. A lot of speed here.
Well, and the
51 is open.
This is a very uniquely shaped S's, but it's all downhill. So you get into turn 3, and as you go from 4, 5 to 6, it's all trying to
77 is open
with the brakes and the throttle and put the car in the right spot so you don't go over
the 17 is open.
Those S's have track limits. We'll discuss that in detail a bit later, but NASCAR will monitor drivers who stray too far off course, trying to straighten out what Buddy Baker once said of Riverside, California. The
4 is open.
You mean that straight
The 2 is
dirt
open
on each side? Yeah. Then turn 8. Boy, there's some divots to the inside of that if you vary off track, and some of that dirt, well, it'll end up on the racetrack. Lots of challenges
16's taken.
here at Circuit of the Americas, a track built for Formula One, just outside Austin, Texas. Plays host to
50 is
F1,
open.
to motorcycle racing.
41 is
now, but
open.
this weekend. The focus is on NASCAR, and
71
today,
is
it's
open.
Premier Series, NASCAR Cup. Let's go trackside.
All right, here we go. Here's the command.
This is the moment you have all been waiting for. Are you
All right, Nathan to
ready
the
get
77.
NASCAR Cup Series Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix started. Here to give the command, the fire engines,
Confirmed.
Emmy and SAG nominee, Giancarlo Esposito.
Drivers, start your engines!
I'm gonna give that a 7.1. Jeremy Hubscher. Okay, Jeremy.
Is about to play out over the twists and turns of the 20-turn road course in Texas.
Jeremy Hubscher to the 17 confirmed.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Wow.
Yeah. All right, 36 likes, a whopping 118 views.
What do we, Steve?
Winners.
I love you.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the
24's gone, Walter.
from Toyota.
Ready, set, go.
Brandon gave it a 7, Summerove an 8, Davis an 8, 6 out of 10 for Combat, 9 from Rhodes, a 7.5 from Billy.
Catalyst for bold. What straps bold to a
Huilek is 7 out of 10, Greenland an 8, 8.5 says Jeremy.
Retirement's possible. And startups start up because it's smart, dependable, and steady.
7.8 from Sheila.
For
What's
nearly
up, Jeff?
160 years, PNC Bank has been brilliantly boring, so you can be happily fulfilled. Which is pretty unboring if you think about it.
Which one you want, Jeff?
With Armor All,
One bite is all it needs. Walter says 50 car.
of that.
Okay, Walter Scott to the 50.
More clean. Buy $20, get 5 back through May 31st.
Walter Scott to the 50 confirmed.
Hamburger March Madness $1. But Tyler and Toby on another level.
Get it for a buck! Get it for a buck! Dave Single! Dave Single!
Get hyped with fresh, never frozen beef on Wendy's Dave Single for $1. Only in the app.
Welcome to Martinsville.
Martinsville isn't your average everyday.
Just give me a car. I'm going to put you in the 4 then.
One of a kind.
Lucas Garage to the 4.
History, the hospitality, heck, even
Or you want the 2, Lucas.
a one-of-a-kind weekend at the short track of NASCAR. With
Jeff
trucks
wanted
on
the
Friday,
9. Yeah, the 9's gone.
And Cup Series on Sunday. It's one event too amazing to miss. NASCAR weekend at Martinsville Speedway. Get your tickets now at martinsvillespeedway.com.
Welcome back to the Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix on Fox.
Okay, so Lucas in the 4.
Let's have a look at this 20-turn road course.
Confirmed. What's up, Clyde?
It starts right here up the top of the hill, turn 1, Calamity Hill. You see a lot of wheel lockup.
2 still available.
In practice and qualifying, and these massive, crazy, chaotic restarts, 3, 4, 5, who knows, 12 wide. Now you get down to the S's. A lot of speed here, Kevin, all the way through, switching back left, right, turn 8.
Look for turn 8. We're seeing a lot of stuff. The thing about the S's you have to be careful of and mindful of as a driver, there's a penalty. You get those 4 tires underneath those rumble strips, it's a penalty, foul every time.
Yeah, and as you go from 7 to 8, 8 is where we're going to have a lot of dirt on the racetrack as the drivers will try to cut inside of the racetrack and hook the car around the corner. You see this huge divot that they dug during the Xfinity race yesterday. And if you're offline right there,
Brandon B at $10. Valhalla, holla. Thank you so much, Brandon.
As we go down into turn 11, this sets up a low
direct donation
all the way down to 12 to another passing zone.
Shout out to Brandon B. Thank you so much.
Just like that.
That wasn't a very good pass.
Yeah, that was not a good pass right there. But as you go into turn 12, it sets up this stadium section in 13, 14, 15 that allows you to get a run over to this carousel, 16, 17, 18, that goes over through the momentum here through this carousel over into 19 and 20, which set up the last 2 corners on the course, and also a great spot to pass in 20.
Look at the elevation change. Obviously, the observation deck, 250 feet, very cool, but 134 feet all the way up the hill to that turn 1.
You guys sound out of breath.
Yeah, that's
just
a long
describing it, never mind driving it.
Wait till you see these drivers.
Yeah. Let's check in with one of those guys right now. Hey, William Byron, Kevin up in the Fox booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Hey, buddy, you've had a lot of success qualifying well. What is it going to take today to turn that pole position into a win?
Yeah, it's just going to take solid execution. Just kind of keep our wits about us all race. Just stay cool and get through all the different strategy calls and plays. You know, whether we lose some track position at times or gain it. So just try to do my job in here, drive the best I can, and put ourselves up front at the end.
All right, man. Thanks for talking to us. Have a great day.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And with that, let's take a look at the Echo Park Automotive starting grid for today's race. You've heard from William Byron, who has won the pole here for the 2nd year in a row. Ty Gibbs has tied his best career start as he will share the front row. Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick, both in Toyotas, in row number 2. And let's have Clint dial up Tyler Reddick, defending champ of this race.
Tyler Reddick, Sporing the boys up in the booth. You got us?
Yes, sir. Got you guys.
Man, all eyes are on you. Obviously won this race last year. A lot of confidence rolling into this weekend and still bad fast. What do you got for me?
Yeah, it was adventurous day of practice and qualifying for us, but yeah, it was good to be able to rebound from my mistake in round 2 and on hot tires, place it third in the qualifying order. So got some cars to
Danny Fan and $11 Valhalla holla. Let's go, Danny. $11 for the 11. Danny is in the 11, confirmed.
Good luck out there, buddy.
Thank you so much, Danny.
All right, row 3. Corey LaJoy with his career.
Dono hype, y'all. Dono hype. Danny comes in hot with the 11th spot.
It came here in 2021. Regan Smith.
Oh, Mike, you're exactly right. 2 years ago, Ross Chastain in Trackhouse Racing served notice.
Everybody send me whatever car number you have. Send me that amount of money, please. Thank you in advance.
Company's first win at Circuit of the Americas. This is a track that Ross has been very good at. Top 5s in all of his starts.
Don't really do that, y'all.
He said, I've had comfort since the first laps on this racetrack.
Don't really do
this
that.
Weekend, the same
but
thing.
do it.
Qualified 6 yesterday. Good in practice. Felt very good about his race car and their chances to go out there.
So T. Kubler, 99 bones, bro.
Let's look at row 4. 5-time road course winner Martin Truex Jr. and last week's winner at Bristol, Denny Hamlin.
Row 5, Chase Elliott, 7-time road course winner, folks. And then on his outside, Bubba Wallace, I can't believe I'm saying this, yet to finish a race at COTA. Fast and practice.
Aloha, Daddy. Appreciate it, buddy.
6, Austin Cindric, the best performing Ford in qualifying. Shane Van Gisbergen from New Zealand.
Thank you again, though.
The Chicago winner last year, 3-time Supercar champ, and the leader of our road course ringers, along with A.J. Allmendinger and Kamui.
I think it's harder. I think it's really harder, Summer O, but something they don't do often. They bring in ringers.
Jamie Little.
Shane Van Gisbergen making his third.
They bring in ringers for this race. There's a lot of guys in this field that are road racing specialists.
He's running full-time in the Xfinity Series. So yesterday he ran the race here, and what a show he put on. Now he came across the line in second, but he was penalized through the S's, a place we're going to be watching all day.
77
He ended up
CNTS.
27th. Today he rolls off 12th.
If I had the dough, I would, but my money is tied up in diapers, says Rhodes.
Well, Jamie, Alex Bowman is one
I
of
said
just
the
3
99 with
drivers to
Andrew's
finish
2
in the top
memberships.
10 of all 3 races here in Austin. When I asked him about that earlier, he said, there's something about this track that gives me an edge.
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
hadn't
a
got
road
here
course
yet,
guy, but
TQ.
I've
Where I'm
found
sure it's on the
success
way, though.
Here, where he hasn't found success, that's qualifying. Been the Achilles heel of this team, and it happened once again. Qualified 17th, but during practice, he said he felt good about the car, and if he can work his way through the field, he should be a factor. Once again, guys.
Thanks, Josh. Field comes down pit road to check pit road speed.
Oh, yeah, it is up and downhill. It is definitely up and downhill, Summerall.
With Michael Waltrip behind the wheel, giving Echo
Butterfly
Park
said she was in
5-star
turn
review
10,
customers
I believe.
A ride of a lifetime.
I'm here at the Echo Park hospitality area with my buddy RJ. RJ, you bought a car through Echo Park.
Yes,
Tell
I
me
did.
about your experience.
I had a lot of different options and variety to choose from. Had a 10 out of 10 experience.
I don't know.
50% of the
We'll
cars
see,
at Echo
Walter.
Park are $25,000 or less. That's a real deal. What sticks
I'll
out
send
to
you
me,
17
she went above
bucks
and
via
beyond. That's what
COD,
Echo
says
Park is all
Jeremy.
about.
Absolutely. Would recommend this dealership to anybody.
You know what you're going to get to do now? Hop in this car and go for a
Turn
race
12
car
for
ride around the
Butterfly,
track.
says Paul.
Let's
12
go.
for
Let's do it.
Butterfly.
You can go to echopark.com to learn more.
Well, as we get set
Yep,
to
she's
go,
there.
road
She's in
racing
turn 12,
Texas.
about
Let's take
halfway
a
up the
closer look
grandstand.
At the Cup Cars sequential shifter with our crew chief, Larry McReynolds.
Yeah, Mike, shifting will be the name of the game. That 5-speed sequential shifter will get a workout with the driver shifting about 20 to 24 times a lap. Let's go to our Toyota
24
Camry cutaway
shifts a
car,
lap,
and we'll
y'all.
show you actually how this system works. You see the shift lever there. As we took the body off of our Camry, it is hooked to a shifter rod that goes through the rear firewall.
Jeff says
to
one
the
car is going to
gearbox.
win. I
Now,
want that
when
car.
you go back to the shift lever itself, you just downshifting and upshifting.
Jeff, do you have a
Now,
car,
the
bro?
Downshift, what you do getting in the corner, you go fourth, third, just keep moving it ahead. They'll go to first gear here on this
As they
racetrack
move up in the
6 to
running
7
order, I'll
times
look,
a
and
lap.
if I see
To
one that is
upshift,
not
you just
assigned,
keep pulling it back. We'll
I'll
go
make it
fifth at
available
least
to the
one
folks
time
that
down
don't have
long
one.
back straightaway between 11 and 12.
But I don't have a good
Mike,
list
if you
of
do the
who's
numbers 20 to
taken.
24 times a lap. That's about 1,400 times they'll be shifting today.
What you have to be careful of if you're Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yeah, Walter, you're in the 50, buddy. You're in the 50.
That's an H pattern. Do not make a mistake and downshift this race car and blow the motor up. Seen it before here.
The other thing you got to be aware of is you're going to be wore out because it is a busy day inside of that car.
All right, they're getting ready to go.
There's the Toyota Camry XSE that leads the field, due in showroom soon. Brand new look.
They didn't let Michael drive that one, did they?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
He might not pull in when we get ready to go green.
Pull a Richard Petty.
Well, yesterday was a beautiful, sunny, warm spring day, and then the clouds came
Hey,
in.
Walter, a $5
Winds
Valhalla.
gusted to
Thank you so much,
35
Mr.
miles an
Scott.
hour.
Thank
They
you
have
so
calmed
much,
down to
sir.
about 18 now.
Super
Above
sticker.
70 degrees, but there's a nice
Pair
cloud
lifting
cover.
some weights.
No suntan oil today.
Thank you, Walter.
Love this
Thank you.
racetrack, Kevin. I mean, absolutely.
Let's get some
beautiful,
dodo hype in the chat.
world-class facility
Yeah,
everywhere
the
you
9
look.
is occupied.
15, 15, and 38. Those are the lap lengths of the 3 stages in this race. You'll need fuel every 22
Walter
to
comes in
24
hot
laps,
with
and
the
3 drivers will
$5
go
Valhalla.
Chris Buescher had a steering rack problem. They had to change that. Ryan Prix over
thank you, Walter. Thank you, man.
Valve springs, and Timmy Hill will drop back 1 row. Now we've got a new restart zone at Circuit of the Americas, and it's located just at the exit of turn 20.
Let's see
the
where
final
12
turn
is.
on the course.
Yeah, and they're going to use that right off the bat here. And the thing that has changed, the starter and the start-finish line will not be the one starting the race. When they get to this restart box and you get to the last line, it is game on. So they'll be 2 and 3, 4 wide before they get to the start-finish line and shoot that thing.
So
straight
Butterfly
up the
is
hill
at the end
to
of
let
a probably the longest straightaway on the course, and they're going to be coming right at her.
Down in 9, 10, and 11. Passing
She is
zones,
at the
folks.
end of
Get
that
into turn
long
12
straightaway
there.
on the
Turn
top of the
corner.
course.
Keep an eye on that. A lot happens there.
William Byron and Ty Gibbs coming up to turn 19. Now look at that big wide area outside of turn 19. That is not out of bounds. Out of bounds only in the S's, turns 3 to 6. So, I mean, if it's paved, you can go there.
I think on the restart zone, Kevin, going back to that for just a second, one thing you'll notice right off the bat, there's no longer a rule where you have to get to the start-finish line before you can fan out. There'll be 3, 4, 5 wide. As soon as you get past the restart zone, you're going to see it right here.
And the Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix is underway.
Green flag.
3 wide, and Ty Gibbs sort of missed that corner. He's back now battling for 5th instead of the lead. 3rd, 4th, 5th. Reddick wasting no time going after William Byron.
Well, we knew Tyler Reddick would be tough here, and you heard
Travis
him talk
Floyd.
about his mistakes in qualifying and how they were able to rebound on
Travis Floyd, a
hot tires,
$10
and that tells me he has a
Valhalla.
lot
Thank
of
you so much,
confidence in
Mr.
how fast
Floyd.
this car is.
First time. Super chatter.
Have something to say about it too. He was fast
Appreciate it,
last year,
man.
Always has plenty of speed in that hot rod, and that will be no different.
Let's get
today.
some dono hype.
He will get these guys fits.
There you see
Skull
on the dirt turn
Vikings.
8. That's going to be the corner that we talk about a lot today. You're going to probably see some cars spin out there because of all that dirt on the racetrack.
Down into turn number
Making
11.
combat been a member 7 months. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing Coda. Let's get it.
Looking to the inside, 3 wide to Denny.
He's going to pass 2 of them.
Yes, LaJoy. Corey LaJoy's having trouble. I want to give him a shout out before it's too late. 5th.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Travis Floyd. Appreciate it, man.
Bubba Wallace got into the side of Corey LaJoy really hard, so not sure what happened there, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, A.J. Allmendinger involved, got way up to the outside. More contact back there.
Bubba's still having trouble back there. You heard me say it. He's yet to finish a race here at Coda.
29 in the house. Share it out on your social media, y'all.
Remember, no out of bounds on
I'm gonna
this
do that
area
right
of
now.
the course. In fact, everywhere except the S's turns 3 to 6.
Yeah, this infield section right here is so technical. You got to put the car in the right spot. Easy to spin the back tires. Not really any new asphalt in there, but I don't anticipate with this cloud cover seeing much fall off today, even though the tires are easy to spin through that section.
We already see the stars lining up for the Toyotas.
Weird viewer number
There they
today.
are,
That's
1, 2,
weird.
3,
We never
second,
do this
third,
bad.
fourth, fifth. Obviously, Chastain's there.
But
So is
shout out to
Byron
those
Reed.
already in here. We're having a
These
good
guys
time
are-
anyway.
They're here to play today. You're going to see a lot of them.
Still on lap 1 of 68 in today's race.
Martin Truex to pit road along with Bubba Wallace.
That's damage. Damage on that first lap.
Oh, Truex
What's
and
Bubba
Wallace
says?
to pit road.
I'm going to come to you. The body on the right front doesn't look terrible. I don't know what you feel. My steering mark is at 1 o'clock.
Jamie.
Just listening to the radio right now, Booty Barker, his crew chief, said, let's just make sure the right front is clear. Make sure everything is clear. Take your time here. Let's get it right so we can continue contending. They really feel like they have a good piece here, guys. They qualified 10th. Get some new tires on it, top it off with the wheel, and down he goes.
Yeah, no problem pitting here and staying on the lead lap.
Yeah, the big problem I heard out of that conversation, you want the wheel at 12 o'clock, and he said it was at 1 o'clock, which tells me that the toe is knocked out on the front end of that car.
The 2 is in 8th place, y'all, and it is available.
That just means the alignment of the front tires and them running straight.
You see LaJoy back there. I would say that's a toe link problem on the rear.
And here's what happened to him.
Corey
Yeah.
LaJoy had to come back up the
Russ?
racetrack because he was in the dirt.
Harrison Burton around.
Okay,
at the
Russ
top
the
of the
Hunter
hill.
to the 2 car, confirmed.
Martin Truex pitted because he thought he might have a tire going down as a result of that contact.
Yeah, he had a lot of left front
Russ
damage
the Hunter
on
to the 2,
left front of
confirmed.
his car.
And here's the Harrison Burton spin. He cut across the nose of Josh.
That's
Berry
Austin
and
Cindric
ended
in the
up
2,
getting
Walter.
turned around.
21 is
There's
around
so
on the
much-
track.
So much happening on the beginning
21
parts of
is
these
available.
racetracks because you've got some guys who feel like they're way faster than the guys that they're racing around. Everybody's trying to get all the track position.
I don't really know, Eddie. I don't have a really good list today.
In these braking zones, and they wind up running over each other, trying to make up ground or trying to protect.
Ask
their
me and
ground.
I'll tell you.
About a 6-car breakaway.
Almost
Austin Cindric has
everything
picked
1
up
through
4
25
spots
is
since the
gone.
start of the race.
Is there a
From,
15 in
11
this
to
race?
7th, looking back from Ty Gibbs, running 3rd at Christopher Bell from the Monster
The
Energy
15 of Cosgrala, a road course specialist, is available.
That is a 2:12.
The 15 is available.
That's fast. He is laying some lap downs early. Reddick is in the ball game there. 2:12.93 out of him. 2:12.48 for your leader, William Byron. Fast race car.
Yeah,
He's
and
taking the
that's
21.
What concerns me. I think that
Eddie Arcio into the
Toyotas and
21.
Gibbs cars, they seem to be able to hold on. So it'll be interesting to see if
Confirmed.
Byron can hold on to this pace or if it's just for a handful.
Eddie
of laps.
Arcio to the 21,
Short run
confirmed.
speed is one thing. Good on restarts. But here today, we know Long runs are
Asgralla, 15.
Shot right here, Clay. We got our drone.
I'll take the 15 since Eddie beat me. Kerm to the 15.
Come down the elevation into those S's. Such a rhythm section.
Kerm to the 15, confirmed. There is no 18. The 23 of Bubba Wallace is available.
On Reddick. Gibbs within 3 seconds. Bell, Chastain, Hamlin, and then Cindric trying to keep Chase Elliott at bay with
There is no 25.
And Kyle Busch right behind to fill out the top 10. No Fords qualified in the top 10, but Cindric, who started
Doesn't appear to be a 26.
I had a top 10 car. Just had a car in front of me on my fast lap in qualifying at turn 1, and that ruined the lap. He said, we'll get up there, and he's done just
The 38, is that firefighter Jimmy?
Spots from the start.
Got some damage on the nose of that.
I think firefighter's in the 38.
Yeah, we saw a lot of them stack up. You see the hood way up on that car, which tells me that
the front
he's definitely been into the back of somebody. And what you worry about there is the splitter and the nose separating from each other, and aerodynamically that will make the car not turn as good.
The 51 of Justin Haley is available.
Michael McDowell, Noah Gragson way up through the field too. McDowell up 11 spots, Gragson 10.
The 47 of Ricky Stenhouse is available.
3 wide again there.
More struggles for Corey LaJoie. Great start. Top 5 start for him.
Oh, the 34?
Big time for that race team. They had
How come I got Billy here for 34?
One thing, and even moving up through there for a 5th place start. That's a good job, Corey LaJoie.
Yeah, and as we look out of our Toyota onboard camera here with Kamui Kobayashi, he's trying to just figure out what he's doing right now.
I think Billy Voles is in that one.
Not to pass, but
Firefighter Jimmy.
It seemed like in our pre-race interview, it seems like he's having a lot of fun coming over here to America and racing. Jamie?
Well, just to follow up on Corey LaJoie, he started 5th. That's the best in his whole career. He was so optimistic about the car he had. He did a lot of simulation work for this race, but the damage you guys talked about, he came on the radio and said both left side tires are damaged. He's struggling.
Yeah, he's all the way back to 24th place from 5th.
Well, and that's the biggest thing that you're going to have to protect all day at the start of these stages when they go up into turn 1 and all the contact for that first lap is the cars, like we talked about, those cars get bunched together and everybody knows you have to go and gain as much as you can. And if you're not going, you have to protect yourself as much as you can to lose the least amount of spots.
The 34, Billy?
Chase Elliott.
Yeah, Billy's in the 34.
They've run nose to tail for quite some time,
Jimmy.
but now Busch's mirror is filled up with Kyle Larson, yesterday's winner in the Xfinity Series. This is the best battle on the racetrack here.
We know Kyle Larson's good everywhere. He's a good race car driver.
Doesn't matter what you picked last week.
Road courses, quiet.
Hiking Combat says Kobayashi is in 24th.
Who both need to have a good run.
What is Kobayashi in?
Dominant for so many
That's
years
77?
on these road courses, and Kyle Busch, he's had kind of a disastrous last couple of weeks. Both capable of running up front all day here.
Hold on to it.
Kyle Larson, yesterday's winner in the Xfinity race. They put tires on late. I'm interested to see if we get to a point where these cars fall off as much as we hope they do, to be able to have tires mean that much.
And Walter Scott's in the 50 of Kobayashi.
Now 2.4, the front 5 with a good gap on 6th place Denny Hamlin, with Cindric now going for 6th.
Jimmy, I literally put a post up on Friday. Pick your car number. I don't know how it could be any simpler than that. I really don't know how to make it any simpler to pick these numbers.
Allmendinger right back at it on the outside.
First one to post the number gets it.
Yesterday's outcome as well. Four laps complete. Last year, William Byron led 28 laps after winning the pole for this race.
We go to a commercial break. You figure Butterfly has a sign, a VST sign? It's science, says Lucas.
Someone's in a hurry. And 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Can we go?
Yeah, faster. Oh, no, siree. You see, I get discounts for my safe driving with Snapshot from Progressive. You should see my savings. They're nuts.
You told us he was a skilled wheelman.
No, I'm a wheelman. His family name on my mother's side. What? Irish.
Looks like you need a vacation. Just enter 5-Hour Energy's Where Will the Tide Take You sweepstakes. You could win a $10,000 dream beach vacation. Go to 5HETide.com to enter. Enter today and find out where the tide will take you.
Ego, Milwaukee, Steel, all the
Love their
top-rated
Pete's
brands.
car number
all run
picking
on their
school.
own single battery system. You can't find all these brands at a
Car
warehouse.
number picking
They are your
college.
neighborhood Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3 is so good, the crew is giving every combination code names.
Bis squared.
Egg and cheese biscuit and sausage biscuit. 2 biscuits. I'm impressed Tyler knew what squaring was.
Mathlutes?
No matter what you call it.
Okay, so we lost a subscriber.
Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3.
Is this normal?
Yeah.
I mean, he does look happy.
When you've got questions, Chewy's got answers.
Too happy?
Ask the Chewy
Well,
vet
the
team.
really
How
good
much is
news,
too much
y'all, the really good news is
Chat with our vet
we're
team
probably
for
never
free.
going to have to pick car numbers again.
There are giants among us.
We're probably never going to have to pick them again.
Building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they
47
work in a
likes,
place where they can grow.
269
where they can learn
views.
the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
This season, Toyota Racing is looking for jaw droppers.
Break for Martin Truex right there, the fastest lap of the day.
Iron stomachs that can stand the pressure. And quick draw thumbs that leave their own smoke trail. So hold on tight and strap yourself in. This season, we want you. Join us at Toyota Racing.
Sunday Dodgers baseball. You know, I haven't looked at the schedule for this week. Monday is when I always set the schedule for the channel. And I know the Dodgers, they're probably playing that like the second or the third game of that St. Louis series.
William Byron leading in his Hendrick Chevrolet, still by 2.7 seconds over the Toyota of Tyler Reddick. Now, penalties for cutting the track in turns 3, 4, 5, and 6, the S's. John Hunter Nemechek has been nabbed at turn number 4. When that happens under green, you have to do a pass-through penalty. If it happened under caution, he'd have to restart tail end of the longest line. And if you don't serve your penalty before the end of the stage or end of the race, well, 30-second penalty added to your race time. So Nemechek will drive down at pit road speed.
There's a pass for second. I knew it was coming. Gibbs has been a little bit faster than Reddick in second. Got the pass done. Byron obviously leading this race, laying some good lap times down. But that
You saw Reddick's face, Butterfly?
Coming, all right, 6 laps complete.
Did you point at him and say, your face?
Menu sponsored by Cracker Barrel.
And Mike, it has all to do with strategy. And
Ohio
remember,
State versus
stage
Wisconsin. I
breaks
wonder
are
if the
back
women
to road
fight in
courses
hockey.
in 2024. So flip
I will
the
stop by when
stages.
the Dodgers
Pit
play the
before
Reds,
stage
says
1 and
Lucas.
Stage 2 ends. Remember, they close pit road with 2 to go at the end of those 2 stages. Another option. I saw the 12 car do
So
this
we're on
2
lap
years ago.
7 of
Did it at the
15
end
in
of
stage 1, 7 of 68 in the
And
race.
then when your fuel window opens to make it to the end of the race, that
They go so fast.
hit for fuel, I think they'll start crafting.
I told you, can you smell the racing fuel, Butterfly?
What strategy? When that fuel window
Can you
opens
smell the
to make it
fuel?
to the end, lap 44, around 24 to go, pit for fuel, and possibly, guys, pack the pit equipment up. You might be done.
Thanks, Larry. 6 complete. Ty Gibbs working on Tyler Reddick and making the pass for second. Put him another second behind William Byron. So
They smell something.
Well, you called it, Clint. And as we go through 8, 9, and 10 right here into 11, that's a really good section.
Watch
Ty
out for
Gibbs. And
flying
we're gonna start
tires.
to get a good feel for what the lap time is compared to William Byron, our leader from Ty Gibbs, as we come around this time.
So it's Byron, Gibbs, Reddick, your top 3. Byron's lead on Gibbs, 3.43 seconds. 4 seconds to Reddick.
Break about the time you get to this new asphalt right here. Has a little elevation change that you go in the apex of this corner, kind of falls down the hill right there, and then it switches back to the old asphalt right here.
Yeah, they got to put that up there. That's the catch fence, Butterfly. That's called the catch fence. It's so that if a car wrecks, the parts don't come up and murder you.
Chevrolet leading. Toyota's
Someone ate a chili dog near Butterfly?
Austin Cindric in 7. Here comes
I think she meant someone smoking mota.
Yeah, and through this carousel section right here, it's just manage the slide of the car. Just give it as much throttle as it'll take without chatter in the front or the back tires and get it over to turn 19. But I think Tyler Reddick he obviously knows that Christopher Bell and Ty Gibbs are better than him right now. Just kind of moves over.
Yeah, I think obviously he's shocked by that. It's shocking me as much as it probably is him. I thought he would march right to the front.
Check with Regan Smith.
Michael McDowell, traditionally very, very good on the road courses. Indy road course winner from 1 year ago. Struggles this weekend, though. He has not had the grip that he anticipated so far in the weekend, but up 11 spots early on in the race. Team been coaching him up, telling him turn 11 is where he's losing the spots. Michael's been quiet about the car right now. Keep an eye on him as he's moving up through the field.
Michael carrying our Ford Performance camera array, and that includes a foot cam.
Well, he's in a great spot to start looking at that foot cam as he goes through turn 2 into turn 3, and this is going to show you the rhythm section through the S's. You just see him just gently touch the brake and downshift into 4, and now you just try to manage the speed down to the bottom of 6 and over to 7. That's turn 7 that he's in right now. You hear the car slam into the ground. Don't overdrive turn 8. You've got to hook this lip to stay inside of the dirt. Jump over turn 7 right here.
They are loud. You're supposed to have earplugs in.
Now he's headed down to the heavy braking section in turn 11. You're going to see heavy braking, downshift.
Just look how busy he is.
It's all day, Clint. I mean, this is just a busy track with all the shifting and heavy braking. Your feet are sore, your back is sore, your neck is sore. It's a very, very physical racetrack for the drivers, and you just have so much to do all day long.
39 drivers in this race, 38 of them brake with
Austin,
their
Texas. Austin, Texas, PDX.
Well, the one guy that doesn't brake with his left foot is SVG, Shane Van Gisbergen, and we saw him come to Chicago.
Every other week, Dodgers will be on a Sunday night baseball. Probably.
We'll show you some of that as we go through the day. Right now, Shane is running 13th. Had a heck of a day yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I figured she was smelling.
Xfinity race and shifting that H pattern on a road course for the first time. So it's been a good weekend. Not the finish that he wanted, but I think he's going to be in the mix before we get done with today. Jamie.
And I talked to his crew chief.
All right, 8 laps, 7 laps to go in stage 1.
That's just what he's always done. He's very comfortable with it, and because of that, we have to spend a lot of time working on the pedal placement of the clutch, the brake, and the throttle, getting exactly where he wants so he can maximize that heel toe. But
yeah, it's probably at least 3 minutes to go all the way around the track, Butterfly. Probably at least 3 to 5.
Well, I think that's a really old school way of learning how to road race. You used to have to heel and toe everything together, so because you had to use the clutch. And once the transmissions really evolved into what they are today, it was just today it's sequential. But
yeah, it's like that at road courses, Butterfly. It's not that way at Phoenix because they're always spread out.
Grew up in a whole different deal. Australia, supercar racing even on the wrong side of the car, folks. A lot of
it sure did, COO. You are in the number 8 today. You're in 7th place.
Eating into William Byron's lead.
You're welcome.
Just melt away.
I hear that. This bad boy can fix anything.
Yep, tough day at work.
Echo Park is a used car dealership brand like Carbonis, is Mr.
Thinking about my
Nobody.
painful cavity.
Oh, you shouldn't ignore that.
And every time
You should be at the end of a big long straightaway, Butterfly.
Oh, come on.
If you're in 12,
You don't have to worry about anything when you're protected
that's
by
the longest
America's
straightaway
#1 motorcycle insurer.
on the
Well,
course.
you definitely do. Those things aren't related. So.
Oh,
All right, just 28 in the chat, y'all.
You're invited to a Texas-sized party. NASCAR drives.
We do have almost 50 likes,
for a 3-day thrill ride
326
that only
views.
Texas Motor Speedway can deliver. Busher, Elliott, and Larson battle it out for a killer hat and a sweet trophy. 38 Special rocks the track, and Lone Star sideshows you have to see to believe. Join us April 12th to the 14th for the Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 400. This is more than a race. It's a no-limits experience.
When I was your age, we never had anything like this.
What, Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi that works all over the house, even the basement.
Everett Tosher checks in. What's up,
So I
buddy?
can finally throw that party and invite Shannon Barnes.
Dreams do come true. Xfinity
Three-car
gives you
fan
reliable Wi-Fi with wall-to-wall
should
coverage on all
complain
your
24
devices, even
show.
when everyone is online.
Maybe we'll even get married one day. I wonder what I'll be doing. Probably still living here with Mom and Dad.
Fast, reliable
Chris
speeds
Davis
right
bets
when you need them.
100,000
That's
on
wall-to-wall
Team
Wi-Fi on
Chevy.
the Xfinity 10G network.
A new era of spring football kicks off. Saturday, the USFL champs.
So March 30th, that new league starts up. Arlington Renegades versus Birmingham.
Sunday on ESPN. Order Pizza Hut now and get a free.
Yeah, we're doing well, Everett. Thank
That's
you.
a free pizza on your next order. So you can pizza now, then pizza again. Free pizza means your next dinner is covered. Your future self will thank you. Get it while it's hot. Only at Pizza Hut.
What does fearless look like? Like trading pain with a champion? Find out for yourself. The NASCAR Craftsman
Bob Stoops is the Renegade coach, T. Kubler. F1 laps are in the minute 30s. FF1.
Bigger in Texas. Seems like everything's faster, too. 20 turns of Circuit of the Americas, 9 laps in. William Byron's lead cut to 2.3 seconds by Ty Gibbs. It kind of varies depending on which corner they're in.
Byron, Gibbs, Bell, your top 3. They're gaining on him a little bit. They're gaining on him.
Yeah, well, Ty is.
Do I get an effing car this week?
Bell is way better than them both.
You could. You want the 23?
Now behind these 3, Tyler Reddick, who's
He's already been in a wreck.
Running fourth, Josh.
Well, guys, it's a shift in who's considered the road course king in the Cup Series.
Leah
As of late,
Snoozin.
It really has been Tyler Reddick. We saw him get those important wins.
Remember, it
on
says you
road
got
courses
50
like
likes
this
thanks to
year,
me.
last
Thank
year,
you,
for the
sir.
mantle that his crew chief says he really likes it. He takes
R99
pride in
up
it.
to
He's
spot
gotten
number
much
10,
better
says
at
T.
this type of
Kubler.
racing. Now today, he's lost a spot already since the start. His biggest complaint right now, a little tight in the
Come on, go get me this win today, Gibbs. Sure, I'll take the wreck. He's back out there, dude. I don't think he lost a lap.
15 and 38 laps. They've cut some more into his lead, Kevin.
Yeah, both Ty Gibbs and Christopher Bell, we felt like had probably the best long-run cars yesterday in practice, and that was the question that we had about William Byron is how long would his car hold on, and looks like the 2 Gibbs cars behind him are going to hold on a little bit better than his right now.
Catching him's one thing, passing him's another.
Might go take a nap with
I was
you.
just going to say, he's got the track position.
And you heard Larry tell us maybe, more than likely, probably pit before that stage.
Let's go 22 and 14, says Rhodes. Some ropes says my car is the caboose.
NASCAR control is usually right along.
Let's see where he's at.
Here on the second floor at most of these racetracks, but here they're down on the first floor in a room with no.
So they're still on the lead lap. Bubba's on the lead lap in 38th, 71 seconds back. So he just needs a wreck. Truex is in 36, 46 seconds back. They just need a caution to come out. And it'll come out in 5 for the end of stage 1.
Who stray outside of track limits. So that comes up on the computer from that software. An official reviews it, sends it over to the race director and series director. They review it and issue penalties as required.
Wreck like
It's
my
very
bracket,
technical,
says
but there's
Everett.
Still, of course, that human element in control.
PDX, I don't think you got one, bro.
Race there. These 2 boys are banging doors. 47, and now you see another car shoot down in there.
3 wide in front of Kobayashi.
Todd Gilliland down in there put him 3 wide.
That's 3 aggressive race car drivers. Stenhouse Jr., Briscoe, Gilliland on the outside, 3 wide going in at 12. I cannot believe all 3 of them come out the other end.
The 10 is available, PDX.
Great battle there from 20th on back to 26th.
You can't have the 24, fool.
Close contact.
Sheila's in the 24. APIA, says Everett.
Same car that these guys up front are driving. So as I would say, is they make
Kobayashi up to 23rd, and then number 50.
Keep it on track and not make any
Camry.
mistakes on pit road. He's probably going to move
PDX to the 10.
Absolutely. See some guys on pit road already, just like we talked about.
All right, so we got some people pitting just before the end of stage 1.
Chase Briscoe, Joey Logano on pit road.
A whole crew, a whole slew of them.
and Ryan Prix. Briscoe owes a pass-through penalty for cutting the course at turn 4.
And you're going to hear us talk about that all day as we
odds.
get fed
Says
that
Walter.
information on the penalties through the S's.
Sheila says, "Get off my 24. Get off it."
Getting a lot bigger in Byron's rearview mirror. That last time by, Byron 213 with a 36. They're 212, 99, and an 88 behind him and Bell. Definitely catching him.
So if you
31 of Hemrick is available.
Looking forward to the end of the race and the chance of a race win.
31 is available.
Do you have to choose between stage points and track
42 of Ryan Preece is available.
Well, I think you can get a little bit of both. If you're one
47 of Stenhouse still available.
To get you a tail into the top 10, but there's definitely going to be
They're pitting so that they don't have to pit after the caution, and that'll push them up further to the front.
Today, let's stay out in one of these 2 stages and try to get some points to protect ourselves from the day of having a bad day. We saw that yesterday in the Xfinity race.
All right, Rosie, we'll see you, buddy.
With Riley Herbst, he stayed out, won a stage, got a playoff point, got 10 points, got good stage points in the first stage.
Davis, I'll take the 31. All right, Chris Davis to the 31.
To protect your finish when you think it might not be good.
Playoff leaderboard in your lower left.
Confirmed.
As Byron and Gibbs run 1.8 seconds
All right,
apart.
Rosie, we'll see you, buddy.
With Bell looking in.
You heard a cat sound? Or you did a cat sound?
There you see Reddick dipping down to the pit entry here. Going to be the first one of the front runners on pit road. Josh, what do you got?
The biggest area of concern for the 45 right now is the stadium and the carousel. He said
It's coming, PDX. 3 laps to go before the end of the
Well, as
stage.
you see Tyler Reddick come into his pit.
Reddick
box right
into
here,
the pit
this is probably the
with
narrowest
Butterfly
pit
on
road
board.
the circuit. This is a really tough pit road to navigate when there's a lot of cars coming in and out of the racetrack, and while you're in your pit box,
The
you don't have a
Catman
lot of room
noise.
to the right side of the pit box because the pit boxes are so narrow.
Several of them. Allmendinger here. SVG. You see Larson in the pits. Denny Hamlin was in. Kyle Busch.
Yep, too many to call. In fact, it'd be easier to name the drivers who stayed out.
Well, we know our first 4 cars stayed out on the 3 of the first 4 cars stayed out on the racetrack to keep running.
9 drivers stayed out. Truex is back in. The reason he pitted earlier after that contact was that he shattered the rim on
So Stenhouse now showing in the 9th position.
but part of the wheel was
Hemrick in the
so he had
11th.
to come in early.
I mean,
we
in
see a
11th.
lot of these cars that are coming onto pit road to get their tires changed. A lot of them have the Goodyears rubbed off the side and tire marks on the rocker panels. Very physical racetrack.
Yeah, it's pretty
up at
cool
the top of
paint
the
scheme,
hill and
PDX.
at the beginning parts of these laps.
Larry Mack?
Yeah, you look about the top 9 or 10, they have not pitted yet. Now, the only way
Did you teach that monkey to meow?
is if you're up there like William Byron or Ty Gibbs or Christopher Bell, because pit road will close.
Theo checks in. What's up, B-homies and the king of bling, Mr. Valhalla? What's up, Theo? What's going on, buddy?
There is a way that you can run to about lap 20 to 22, make a pit stop, which will be after
Yeah,
stage
10
one
car
in,
is a charter car. It's in every race.
and that's a 2-stop race. That's 3
10
different
car has a
segments of
charter.
this race.
So the first
But it's
9
occupied
have
by
not
PDX.
pitted. Neither have Hemrick, Keselowski, and Gralla. It appears most everybody else has been to pit road other than Timmy Hill.
Well, here they come, Mike. 2 of the first 3. Bell stayed out. He's going to go after the points. The other 2 are going to go after the winning strategy, or what they think is the winning strategy to put themselves in the best position to win. Regan?
Ross Chastain, one of those cars going after the winning strategy. Phil Surgeon said at the
Car
start
is
of the
looking
day,
good,
this is
yes.
what he would do if he felt like the car was good enough to do it. Right now, he's a little
A
bit
lot of
too loose
NASCAR
through all
fans
the
hate road
right-handers.
courses. I've
Let's
always
hope
liked
to
them.
the
Something
right-handers,
different, says
especially the
Everett.
carousel. Jamie?
Yeah, me too. It kind of breaks up the schedule. Of course, I think the biggest problem with NASCAR is the schedule is too damn long. We're going to change, though, because they own half the tracks. And all their tracks get 2 races a year.
Coming to 2 laps to go, so a legal stop as the pit road would close.
Oh, man. Big lockup from Ty Gibbs out of the pits on cold tires right there. It's really rough on the inside of the racetrack right there, Clint. And I think he went in there too far, and as he came over one of those bumps, the front tires locked up.
Yeah, that was massive. Definitely caught him off guard.
2 laps to go in stage 1.
So Christopher Bell out on cruise control. 17 seconds ahead of Daniel
Bell,
Suarez.
17-second lead over Suarez, 19-second lead over McDowell.
And Larry's outlined the varying strategies.
Remember, the
drivers
top
can
10
employ.
get credit for
I guess
points.
If you're Joe Gibbs Racing, you've got 4 good contending cars. Put them on different strategies and let's see what happens.
Well, Christopher Bell's already won.
No
right?
NASCAR
so he
modes.
now the rich get richer.
Mostly because I had a feeling this was probably the last one.
He's going to get a playoff point to add to that playoff total, and he's going to get 10 points today to work towards the regular season championship. So I know Clinton says points don't matter, but they do in a lot of
Butterflies there. Everett said it was sprinkling.
Different agenda. Now you've got Daniel Suarez. He stayed out. McDowell stayed out. Cindric. Dylan, Dylan needs points. He's going to stay out.
Let me look.
Lots of different
They were supposed to have made it so that, like, on courses like this, they had the option to run in the rain, but I haven't paid attention. I haven't seen if I see any wipers. I think there's wipers on the cars, bro. A single wiper.
As we come toward the end of stage 1.
Yep, they've got windshield wipers.
Well, the good part about this is we're going to get to watch Christopher Bell come through the pack. So that is going to be exciting because he has a race-winning car, and a lot of times
Don't give up on
NASCAR.
NASCAR. No, we're going Dodgers, bro. I got
this stage or the next stage. So
this is 4 hours of my life. 4 hours of my life for 51 likes and 367 views.
And the other guys have pitted and said, okay, we'll take our chances for the end or the next stage.
Built his career on dirt and in
I think how we're rolling now.
A lot of open wheel experience and trophies, but he's a 2-time road course winner in the NASCAR Cup Series.
You bought 2 windshield wipers for $50 this morning?
Well, part of his strategy is
Sheila says I make my own damn emojis.
great. I don't need any adjustments. They said we're in position.
Yeah, one wiper on the cars, y'all.
Stage win. He also reported that he lost fuel pressure, and they reported to him, hey, that happens here. No concern. Have you guys heard of that on the road courses, Clint and Kevin?
Well, usually when I'm out of gas. Definitely been on that side of the fence as well. Not a good feeling.
Well, Christopher Bell, he's been fast every week for the most part.
Right, final lap.
Trouble at Las Vegas, but
of stage 1.
These Gibbs cars have been lights out, and now today they've given themselves a chance on different strategy to take the stage points, put themselves.
And Christopher Bell with Jay Ramos on board.
Different strategies from the Gibbs team.
One element that I heard Jamie say is Ty Gibbs ran his fastest lap right there at the end of this cycle on tires. That tells you that the tire fall off is not there. That's not in existence. That puts strategy into the game in a big way today. It can really shake up the outcome of this race. An untimely caution will lay it right in your lap or take it from somebody else.
So Bell will come around to get the green and white checkered flag to end stage number 1. NASCAR will keep the track under the green flag until the 10th place car comes to the line. Currently, that's Ross Chastain, 42 seconds back of the race leader because of their stops.
There we go. Christopher Bell.
Christopher Bell, second stage win this
is the
year
winner
for
of
Bell,
stage 1.
and his first ever at Circuit of the Americas.
Jay Ramos on board.
Suarez, McDowell, Cindric, and Dillon. We'll give you the top 10 and the stage point earners when we come back. Christopher Bell is your stage 1 winner.
Yeah, just special order him a freaking Audi.
Introducing the new 2024 Ford F-150. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
We got the house!
Pods handles the driving. Pack at your pace, store your things until you're ready, then we deliver to your new home, across town or across the country. Pods, your personal moving and storage team.
You need T-Mobile home internet with 5G.
Wait, T-Mobile has home internet?
What a feeling!
$50 on 3 blades. It's crazy, man. I go to AutoZone. They put them on for me. It's the summer road. We got an AutoZone like half a block away from here. And Celsius stepping up with a commercial, y'all. Showing off all their drivers. What's up, JJ?
Walmart Plus members save on delivery, gas, plus so much more. Join today.
Baby back ribs. I better meet that. But boys, the man. Guess I am just used to AutoZone. They also do free battery checks. Truth, facts.
Winning 62 races, 3 Cup Series championships, securing dozens of sponsorship deals, getting inducted to the Hall of Fame, getting married to a wonderful woman, owning a racing team.
You know, awesome stuff.
Yeah, what? Can't hear you. Mahindra, the official tractor of Tough and Stewart Haas Racing.
Get 0% or save thousands during the Mahindra Spring Sales Event.
We've come a long way together. From dirt tracks to super speedways.
King Kong movie coming out.
Track in between.
New King Kong movie coming out, y'all.
Pushing boundaries and giving it everything we've got. Yeah, we've come a long way. But there's still a lot more road to run. Goodyear.
When it comes to cars and mechanics, I'm an absolute moron, says some road. I bought my first car for $75, a 68 Buick Skylark, says PDX Jeff. PDX, I bet you in my sales career, I bet you I sold more than 20 Buick Skylarks.
Goodyear, powering the race from green to checkered flag.
The ones with the flat, you could only see half of the back tire because they had that thing that covered them.
Winners in positions 1 through 10. Bell with a second stage
new
win of the
King
year.
Kong movie
Suarez,
going to be fired.
all of whom
What
stayed
about
out.
the new Planet of the Apes
Chastain,
movie? That's the one I'm looking forward
and
to.
Daniel Hemrick, who stayed out, has not pitted.
That's the one I'm looking forward to.
Jamie?
Well, Mike, in 2023, 2311 took their pit department in-house, no longer using Joe Gibbs Racing. Now in their second year together, Tyler Reddick's team is really hitting their stride. So let's meet Team 45.
Yeah, it had like a, you couldn't see half of the tire because it had like a,
Houston Stamper.
that whole fender covered both sides.
Just started my 19th season.
When the owner of the Chevy dealer that I worked for showed up from the auction with like 20 of those, I was like, that shit ain't never gonna sell. And then we were able to, back then we were able to sell them for $19,995 plus tax and license with a 3-year 36 comprehensive warranty. And they sold.
Former soccer player.
They sold.
2017 NASCAR Cup Series champion with Furniture Row Racing.
And every one of them was like a $3,000 profit.
Proud dad to Gage and Quinn.
Gross.
Quite varied backgrounds, and there's Billy Scott, the crew chief, for 2311.
Yep, the apes be all over the humans in that new one. What's up, MR?
2023. Let's have a look at their pit stop earlier, as Reddick was the first of the leaders to pit.
Yeah, and I think that the great part about all those graphics and information is just how important these guys that are changing these tires and putting the fuel in and calling the shots up on the pit box, there's so much more to it than just the car and the driver.
Oh, on a 68, no, these were from the 90s, bro. These are from like 91.
On the nose, so they know that they've got some time on
avocado green. My first car was avocado green, bro.
We talked about the
Cutlass Oldsmobile. Avocado green, fake white leather seats. 455 under the hood, though. 455 under the hood.
Start stage 2 with the all-new Toyota Camry XSE leading the field. And the Toyota of Christopher Bell in front. Now the front 5 cars.
I couldn't beat nobody off the line, but they couldn't stay in front of me for long.
During the stage break, will they wait until we get going in stage 2?
Well, if these
We used to race on Pershing over by Los Angeles International Airport.
An indication, I'd say all systems say yes. All systems
Mine had a
go, they'll be
350. Cutlass is my favorite
That
car
was
since
exactly
ever.
what the doctor ordered for an
Yeah, this
Austin
was a
Dillon.
2-seater,
McDowell,
avocado
Suarez.
green,
Those guys were looking for
and those
stage
fake
points.
white leather
They got
seats.
it. Maybe not Suarez. You know, Suarez has got to win in the bank. You got to remember
Bulletproof. Freaking
Well, a guy
bulletproof,
like,
y'all.
Austin Cindric is, you know, he got his stage points and immediately pitted. They knew they were in big trouble, and they might not get anything else
How's the
out of it
6
today
doing?
because of the damage that they have on the front of their car.
Not great.
And Michael McDowell probably.
I don't
looking
see him
for
on the
track
top
position.
20.
Here's a veteran road racer, very aggressive driver. Didn't have a great qualifying effort. Flipped him up to the top 5 here.
104 wins,
complete
94
stage
poles,
1.
24 fans, says Walter
And we'll
Scott.
see what kind of strategies employed when pit road opens.
Remember, it says Richard Petty won
the
his
day's
last
getting
Daytona
better. We started
500 in a
27,
Cutlass.
Did you see there? Third in the
PDX had a
stage,
76
running
Monte
third.
Carlo.
Much better. 24 cars they passed there. Did 11 of it under green.
I bet you wish you still had that PDX.
Said Allmendinger saving gas under caution.
Yeah, and you always want to save gas because anytime you can have less time for the fueler plugged in to put gas in that car, the better off you are.
And here come some of them. Suarez and Dillon.
Right, so some
are
cars coming
in.
down pit road
Let's
here.
Crank it up for these pit stops.
Yeah, I think that Cutlass Oldsmobile got 12 miles to the gallon. Maybe 14. Is the 6 up that high? Walter says you're doing okay, MR. The 76 Monte Carlos were awesome. I could climb inside the hood and close it while working on the engine, says PDX.
I drink. It's pretty good.
How the hell do we only have 26 people in here? This is an abomination.
Winner Christopher Bell and Michael McDowell.
You give.
Maybe it is me, y'all. Maybe it is me. If I don't show my face on them vertical streams, 5,000 views.
Get unlimited data. You get America's most reliable 5G
Gas was
network.
95 cents a gallon.
You get a Samsung Galaxy A14
Basketball
on
weekend says
and you
PDX.
are 2 doors down.
Oh no, I'm here for the free phone.
Turn your tax refund into a U-Fund. Switch to Straight Talk for plans starting as low as $25 a line. Find us at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
At the Cracker Barrel, freshly made food at a fair price is just what we do.
Yeah, 22-gallon gas
We've got
tanks.
over 20 meals under $12, each served with a helping of care. Eat, shop, earn
Theos is
Cracker
brew.
Barrel rewards. Get your tickets.
I bet that old Cutlass could pull a grain silo. Dude, it hauled the mail. $4.55. Here's the commercial for Godzilla, Kong, the New Empire.
Friday. Did you see that? Hear that? Feel that? Let's all take a deep breath. Because once we peel out, there's no looking back. You ready?
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class
76 Monte
standard
Carlo
torque.
on hydraulics
And Chevy
spoke
Silverado
rims
HD
today are
with
worth
the
a mint,
14
says
available
MR.
camera views.
I had a leak in my
Do more
radiator, so
in
I
a Chevy
carried a few
truck.
2-liter
Get
bottles
yours now.
every trip.
Get
No money in
$5,000 total
college.
value on Silverado LTZ and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Ordering Chevy
My
trucks.
brother always drove those Cholo 84 Buick Regals, says MR.
See O'Reilly or Watson Chevrolet.
It's the big 71st
First car I
anniversary
drove
sale
was a
at Sam
72
Levitt's,
Chevy
and
Impala.
we're celebrating with incredible savings. Save
When
for
I
tax
first got
or
into the
get up
car
to 60
business,
months
we had
financing. Plus,
the
save big with
last
anniversary
black
Busters and hot buys store-wide.
um,
Get free delivery to your room of choice. Stop
the
Oh,
in and
last
register to
black
win a
Impala
$2,500 home shopping spree.
in the
Plus, we're
country,
giving away a Tempur-Pedic
and the price
every
on it would
week in
go
March.
up like
Thanks to
$1,000 a
so
week.
hurry in. The party is just getting started.
When it
It's our
finally
71st
sold, it sold for like
anniversary sale.
15
Now
grand
at
over
Sam
MSRP.
America, we are endowed by our
What if Chase
Creator
Elliott
with
stays
certain
winless and no
unalienable
playoffs?
rights, life,
What
liberty,
will Hendrick
and the
do?
pursuit of happiness. At Grand Canyon
Hendrick wouldn't do
University,
anything.
We believe in equal opportunity, and the American dream
I think Elliott is
starts with
secure at
purpose.
Hendrick,
By
personally.
honoring your sacred vocation, you impact your family, your friends, and your community. The pursuit to serve others is yours. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit GCU.edu.
The only way Elliott gets in trouble is if Napa says they they've got the ass that they're not in victory lane. That's the only way he gets in trouble.
Bobbers, bait casters, and boat waves.
He's the most popular driver every year.
Screaming, trophy dreaming. The fishtails that lure you to go and the stories you'll tell after. If that sounds like where you want to be, then check out Bass
I liked
Pro Shops
Impala's
in
my
Cabela's
aunt had
Spring
one and
Fishing
put that
Classic
plastic
for the
bubble
biggest
seat
fishing and
covers
boating
on.
sale of the year. Save up to an additional $5,000 on the world's leading boat brands during the Model Year Clearance event. Plus, receive a free gift card up to $2,000 with purchase. Your adventure starts here.
Getting ready to start stage 2, Christopher Bell and Michael McDowell, who did not pit, are on the front row for this restart. Now, in days past, if you ran low on fuel pressure, there's a switch you could flip and then get yourself to pits for gas.
What changes does he make? I don't know, man. It's just so competitive now. All the cars are the same, bro. They're all the same.
Should you run out? However, I'm sure the teams have it figured well, and we'll get updates.
They're all kit cars.
The 2 leaders after this restart. Here they come. White line, start of the restart zone, and Bell is on it. McDowell right with them. And how will they fan out as they come to the top of the hill?
Here they come. Dive Bomb City. Look, Byron, looking to the inside. So far, so good for Christopher Bell and McDowell holding steady on those old tires.
Well, we didn't see a lot of fall-off with those tires, so I'm sure that gave their crew chiefs a little bit of some confidence to say, hey, let's just stay out. And I would guess that the biggest worry that they had was going to be turn 1 and how those things fired off.
Elliott does good. I can get something
Byron
free
McDowell
at Hooters,
right
says
Kyle
Everett.
Busch making the run at Chastain. Chastain right up behind Gibbs. There they are side by side right behind those 2 Chevys for 6th.
Install a flux capacitor. Exactly.
See more dirt chunking out of that turn.
As a 24 car fan, I trade the 9 car driver any day.
The longer that you go, the bigger that ditch will get on the inside of there, and then it'll just start.
So you'd like Elliott to come drive the 24?
Well, let's get an update
over
on
Byron.
Christopher Bell, Michael McDowell. Let's start with Regan.
Michael McDowell obviously staying out right there, going to try and do what he can on these older tires right now. Crew Chief Travis Peterson scratching his head a little bit earlier today on what strategy he wanted to employ, but as they got the track position, that made it easier for him to stay out. He did tell his driver that they would stay out until lap 21. They want to come in on 21 to play it a little conservative, make sure they don't run out. Jamie?
And an update on Christopher Bell, our leader. I just asked Adam.
Look at that, y'all. Even the wiper has advertising on it on these cars. The end of the wiper has advertising.
Because we had that pickup problem earlier. Now, as far as the tires go, you guys were spot on. His tire wear was good.
There were a couple there, TQ. We're a couple innuendo.
I don't want to get spun, but I think we're good enough to stay ahead of him.
Well, it's an interesting scenario for the 20 and the 34. And as a driver, as a scenario I never liked when I'm in Michael McDowell's position right here, and you're just looking backwards, getting run over and off sequence with all the guys that are on fresh tires.
Larry Mack.
I got the big bag of red vines today, y'all.
Talking about Travis Peterson, the 34 car, and Michael McDowell. They want to come at lap 21. That means there'll be 47 laps to go in the race. That says they're going to have to run 23 laps one run and 24 laps another.
You don't be buying the big bag at the K, y'all. You got to go to the dollar store.
We're going to have 2 or 3 caution laps at the end of stage 2, which will buy them some.
As you can see here coming through the S's, the problem with McDowell versus Bell, Bell kept a track position. Bell's still leading. You see right there, clear back here, already in 9th place, losing a lot of track position early. That's what you can't afford to do if you're gambling like this.
Well, and Michael McDowell's car was probably a 10th to 15th place car before he pitted. And so it just makes it tough. And when you're the leader, you obviously have the cleanest air and able to get the best amount of lap time and most performance out of your car aerodynamically to make it turn as good as possible. But we see William Byron right on the back bumper of Christopher Bell.
Lap 5 of 15 in stage 2, 20 of 68 in the race. It's Bell, Byron, Reddick, Gibbs, your top 4.
So that's impressive. This car's fast, and it tells you that there isn't a whole lot of fall off whatsoever in these tires.
Byron and
Thomas
Bell
Prince.
top of the list for Xfinity fastest lap.
Well, this will be, as you see, William Byron go to the inside of Christopher Bell, and I was getting ready to say this will be the toughest section.
Yeah, I missed the
Christopher Bell
the home improvement cars and the beer cars.
Spin compared to those new tires of William Byron and the guys behind him.
And the GM Goodwrench car.
So everyone has made one pit stop except Christopher Bell in the 20 and Michael McDowell's 34.
It must be down in the cellar, y'all, in the searches here on
That's
YouTube. I must be in the cellar.
Bubba spun.
More problems for Bubba.
Wallace gets around.
Every time we come here for Bubba, and all of his trouble happened early.
The Winston car?
Well, we saw past
Today?
Kyle Larson.
Yep.
Even last year, he got underneath Kyle Larson. Spun underneath of him. Ruined his day last year. Same thing. First lap today. Right back in the hole.
I remember when Marlboro would give out free cigarettes at the race. You get a free pack of Marlboros for registering.
And, Bubba Wallace. Here's a look.
Oh, you see Brad locking it up. Knew he was in trouble. Got in the left rear of Bubba. Round it went.
Yeah, and you saw Bubba have to check up a little bit. And in that stadium section where they were, you can take a really wide arc, but it opens you up to get T-boned like that from where Brad's ankle was coming from.
He said that he has trouble with this new car on the Dale Jr. download, says Billy.
Keselowski continues in 34th.
Yeah, they've never got in. None of those big companies like Microsoft or.
As we're into stage 2, William Byron out in front of
They've
Tyler
dabbled.
Reddick and Christopher Bell.
They've dabbled a little bit, but yeah, Microsoft, Amazon, none of them.
Boring is the unsung catalyst for bold.
Jeff Bezos too busy spending his money on plastic surgery for his new girlfriend.
Boring is the jumping off point for all the unboring things we do.
Boring makes vacations happen. Early retirement's possible, and startups start up.
Because it's smart, dependable, and steady. All words you want from your bank. Taking chances is for skateboarding and gas station sushi. Not banking.
One of the TV Marlboro men was a guy
That's
named
why
Dick
PNC
Hammer.
Bank strives to
I
be
kid
boring
you
with
not,
your money.
says Summer O.
Pragmatic, calculated kind of boring.
Moving to Boca?
Hey, Valhalla, is AJ Allmendinger's car still available?
It's simple.
What number is he?
For nearly
13?
160 years, PNC Bank has had
Brandon
one goal.
is in there.
Brilliantly boring with your money, so you can be happily fulfilled with your life, which is pretty unboring.
If he's the 13, Brandon's in there. And he is.
Introducing the most powerful Tacoma ever.
The Skull Bandit car?
With the shut the front door handle. Also known as the Seriously Wrong handle. Or the Whoa, 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 Whoa handle. And even the No Me Gusta handle. Standard on the all-new Toyota Tacoma.
Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3 is so good, the crew is giving every combination code names.
Bis squared.
Egg and cheese biscuit and sausage biscuit. 2 biscuits. I'm impressed Tyler knew what squaring was.
Mathlete.
No matter what you call it, choose wisely. Choose Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3.
File 100% free with TurboTax Free Edition. Roughly 37%
Glad to meet you. My name is Dick Hammer.
40 and limited credits only. See how at turbotax.com. That's me.
I was born with a fire inside, but psoriasis doused my flame. Until I got clear skin with Bimzelx. Most people got 100% clear skin. Some after the first dose.
Serious side effects, including suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections, and lowered ability to fight them. Liver problems and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to.
Start to get
Red
yourself
Man
back
Tobacco
with
race car?
Bimzelx.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx today.
No, Everett, if you win on the car that you're on board with, I give you 300,000 Valhalla Sports Talk points.
Arlington. Then
No
kickoff
cash value.
continues Sunday on ESPN. The United Football League. 21 complete here at Circuit of the Americas. William Byron leading Tyler Reddick
I do remember
By
Dick
Ross
Trickle.
Chastain and Christopher Bell, but Kyle Larson has spun.
Well, it was off the front bumper of Christopher Bell.
Dick
but it
Trickle,
looks to me
party
like
of
Kyle
4,
missed a
your
little bit,
table is
slipped
ready.
up, locked the
Dick
brakes up,
Trickle, your
whatever, got a
party
little bit high,
of
tried to
4,
hold
your
it down,
table is
that was
ready.
there. Got into the back of and spun him out. He was definitely up out of the groove, wasn't down on the bottom.
Merchandise value, 0.
Michael McDowell on pit road, making his first stop of the day. Regan?
Michael McDowell and his team deciding last second to run one extra lap on that session there, going to lap 22. Needs more turn in the low-speed corners, and the steering wheel
double
has
D
some slip to it.
raid.
That is really a pain when you're a driver.
A double D raid.
So Christopher Bell is the only car on track who has not made a pit stop today. He's in 5th, 6 seconds back.
Mike Hunt, please report.
Well, he's probably going to have to come this time by.
Mike Hunt, please report. Your car is ready in the service department.
Larry.
Yeah, I think he'll come this time. This gives them the insurance guys, because if he comes at lap 23, that means he has to make one more run of 23
Just
laps.
kidding, I have
then
no
he can
viewers.
do 22 to the end. So this kind of gives them insurance. They know they can go at least 23
Welcome to the stream, Double D.
And I'm hearing right now.
Kind of, but no. Rhodes, kind of, but no.
Lap 24. Pit crew
I mean,
slowly
damn,
putting on
Dave,
their
kind of,
helmets
but
and
no.
getting ready, waiting for the 20 to come down.
Then he don't
You remember the journeyman goalie, Ron Tugnut.
22.
Third place, Ross Chastain.
Chastain about to pass my boy. This is a battle between me and Parsons, y'all.
For now,
Me and Parsons going at it on the
green
track.
lines right there. Ross really wide through the stadium, and Ty Gibbs really tight on the bottom of the corner right there. Through 15. Now they're going through 16, 17, and 18.
8 laps to go in stage 2.
Into 19, run over the whole curb. More curb you hit, the better the car turns. Less of that outside asphalt you have to use. Split the whole curb right here to get as wide as possible to turn in. Use that paint on exit. It's grippy.
Byron's lead is now 2.10 seconds to Reddick, 3.53 to Gibbs,
Those are all bumps. There's a tunnel that goes under the racetrack
4.6 to Chastain.
Racetrack and the cars bounce, and you go over those first couple bumps.
He's
You see all
driving
the
a
skid
Ford in the
marks
top
from
5.
restarts, but
I'm calling that first one a jump right back over here. That thing is a big time.
It's on your screen,
the
bro.
further you go to the left on the screen, the
Nobody.
bumpier it is. So it's a crazy corner because you can break into that hill, but you can only brake so hard.
Show your
You have
double
to
D's and
modulate
you'll
the
get
brake
some
pressure
views.
over
Double
those
D's
bumps up
is
the hill.
Everett.
And I think that's what makes that dive bomb so dangerous
Wow,
there. As they
chicka,
fan out
wow,
on those restarts in particular, the farther to the
Hollywood
inside
Squares
they go,
host
the
Peter
bumpier it is,
Marshall
like
had
you're
a
saying,
kid
and I
that
think
played
the
some
proof is
MLB.
there. You can see it in
Pete
the tire marks.
Lacroix.
They've locked it up over time.
And right here, you saw AJ
Now
Allmendinger go
batting.
through turn 8. He hit that access road. Got
Now
the car
batting
backed up,
for the
and
Albuquerque
hurt him all the way
Dukes.
down to turn 11.
Center fielder, Pete
AJ, so much fun to
Lecoq.
watch on these road courses. Always right there.
I
Always
just
getting
bought
the
new
most out of
brakes.
these
This
race
race
cars.
makes me
Attacks these
cringe. This
racetracks.
PDX.
It's so fun to watch.
Allmendinger in 7th.
Sounds French. Parsons in the house.
0.6 seconds off the lead, held by William Byron.
Make sure to say thank you.
23 laps complete.
And Everett gets it.
A little dirty side by side here.
Everett Tosher gets it. Thank you so much, Rob.
So I didn't think I needed Swiffer.
Thank you so much, buddy.
until I saw how easily it picked up my hair every time I dried it.
Pete played
It
for
only
the
takes a
Cubs.
minute. Look at that. The heavy-duty cloths are extra thick for amazing trap and lock, even for his hair.
So Everett might not be here for a
And for
long
dust,
time. He was
I
just here
love
for a
my
good time,
heavy-duty
but at
duster.
least he's a
The
member
fluffy fibers trap dust on contact. Up high and
for what might be our
all
last
around,
NASCAR stream here on the channel.
I'm so hooked. You'll love Swiffer or your money back.
Did you see that? Hear that? Feel that? Is this how you prove you earn the crown?
We're up to 92 V homies, y'all. 92 V homies.
Is this a shooting star? Rock star? Superstar? Okay. Let's all take a deep breath. Because once we peel
We
out,
picked up
there's no looking
one
back.
subscriber.
You ready?
The 3 for Me only at Chili's serves up more deliciousness for just $10.99 than you'll find
Chili's,
anywhere
baby
else.
back
I mean, have
ribs.
y'all seen those fast food prices lately?
I want
It's
my
like even
Chili's.
they want you to come to Chili's. This Chili's 3 for Me is
Baby
the
back,
best
baby
$10.99
back,
you
baby
can
back.
eat.
All the parts you need at the prices you.
Not bad odds today, says PDX. At least I'm not the last in last place, says PDX. I've been wanting to join some of your basketball shows, but something always comes up, says Everett. 34 in the house, y'all. 34 up in here, up in here.
Bit of a situation here. Huh?
You a Lakers fan, Everett? Something strange, and it don't look good. Who you gonna call? Liberty Insurance. Side by side, it's still Byron, Reddick, Gibbs with 6 to go in stage 2 of the Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix from Austin, Tejas.
Sign up now and get
Butterfly
your first year of Fox Nation
in
for
attendance
$29.99.
in turn 12 is our on-the-scene reporter for this one.
This will bring together 2 of the best spring leagues we've ever seen.
The United Football League has arrived.
More of a Bulls fan. I respect it. I respect it.
Break moment. The chance to carve your name into the history books. This is the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
You gonna call Ghostbusters?
24 laps complete at Circuit
Yeah, Butterfly is in turn 12, right at the end of the longest straightaway on the course.
2 seconds.
Look at them babies.
Look at them
Ty
ribs.
Gibbs by 4. Ross Chastain 4.5. AJ Allmendinger 8 seconds back now, up into the top 5. Noah Gragson has pitted, so has Corey LaJoie. That puts them on a 2-stop strategy. The 99 pit.
Yeah, Butterfly, a busy girl today.
Or excuse me, did not pit. He'll get a pass-through penalty for violating track limits as Van Gisbergen pits.
Yeah, we saw Van Gisbergen.
He is a busy girl. She's at the race as a crack reporter. She's on board on the 45 with Tyler Reddick.
Able to gain some track position if we can run some faster laps. Close call right there with Austin Cindric.
Tell Butterfly to flash the drivers.
He was too fast entering the pit. Speeding on pit road is the penalty. So he'll have to do a drive-through at pit road speed. And serves that penalty now.
I am so impressed with William Byron laying the lap times down on this racetrack.
Easy now, Luis. Easy.
So far.
There is a line.
Just continues to impress.
I don't know where it's at, but there is a line.
I was at the go-kart track on Wednesday, and when I got there, William Byron was just finishing up in his go-kart.
Oh, Kobayashi and Stenhouse.
Kobayashi around with Stenhouse.
Right there.
Quite the what?
Nobody on board in the 47, but Walter Scott is up on board in the 50.
Well, it's my word of the week, so
all right.
There you go.
Well, here's another one. Van Gisbergen speeding on pit road.
Some rope says, yo, my car's in the top 20.
Minimize the mistakes. He told us that at the beginning of the show.
Bowman working his way toward the front here. Restarted 12th, now up to 6th place.
Bowman's coming. Very good here, solid.
You know, those clouds make it. Those clouds make it so that this halfway point of the race might be an important moment.
Oh, well, he's not done with him yet.
Stenhouse actually worked over the 50 car.
Got him back.
That was kind of the bump and dump right there.
The bump and dump, and Kobayashi was having none of it.
Moved him up out of the way and spun him out.
Kobayashi was having none of it. Yanked that wheel to the right and said, if I'm going, you're going too.
This is turn 8, all that dirt.
You're going too, son.
Was trying to knock him out of the groove. And
are we under caution?
Dirt right there and wound up getting him into the left rear tire.
Nope, we're still under green.
So Kobayashi, who's won the Rolex
Kamui Kobayashi to pit road in the 50 Toyota car.
Comes to pit road. William Byron, not only is he the pole-winningest active driver in the Cup Series. The all-time pole winner on road courses, Darrell Waltrip with 9.
All right, 29 in the house. We got 56 likes, 446 views.
And Pappas had a great career in IndyCar.
This is going to be a record-setting NASCAR stream here on the channel, y'all. This is going to set a record for the least viewed NASCAR stream in the history of Valhalla Sports Talk.
Max and William have had a great relationship through the years, and
yep, that was your car, Walter.
These young men that just have great
fans of
work
Green
ethic.
Bay Packers. Hey there,
William has
NASCAR fans.
Great family and support system to go
Chris
along
Davis
with
is
Max,
great.
with his parents, and just a great story coming from iRacing to do all the things that he's been so successful with in the Cup Series.
Kyle Busch got up to Bowman's bumper there, a corner or two back. That's a pretty busy battle right there from 6th place on back. Bowman, Busch, Elliott, Hamlin.
Well, we talked earlier, Alex Bowman, Kyle Busch, all those guys needed to have a good run today.
Tyler Reddick pitting from 2nd place.
All right, so Reddick coming in with Butterfly on board. So that moves Gibbs up to 2nd. Byron's lead over Gibbs is 4.08 seconds, 5.42 over Chastain.
A very good run today so far. Needed more rear grip without hurting the front turn earlier. The last adjustment was
Need a
not
Dodgers
good,
Giants
though.
series in Japan. I heard Jay Ramos that next year the Dodgers have already been notified that they will open the year in Japan.
Back to Haley, who was the highest.
That's what I read this morning on the X. Yeah, probably Brandon. It's probably impacted him some, but the numbers have been going down for these NASCAR streams. CeeLo's kind of got this deal on lock right now.
Chase Elliott decided he was
I never get found.
gonna need to go underneath Carson Hocevar.
It was a different story when we were doing like 20,000 views for these, but that was before NASCAR decided every week we're gonna put 5 in-car cameras on YouTube.
Thank you very much. Good move.
Well, of course, Christopher Bell was not coming out of the
No
pits. His
rain
tires
currently
are
near the
up to
Austin area.
temperature. He's up to rhythm and moves on past that.
Is Honda coming in 2026? I heard possibly. PDX says the Dodgers are moving to Japan.
4 seconds up on Ty Gibbs, make it 5. Gibbs and Chastain, and then a big gap back to Denny Hamlin.
As we run here, Mike, this race just keeps gaining more interest to me as we have differing pit strategies that are going to start to merge as we get to the end of the second stage. And
3 laps to go in stage 2.
Last section of this race.
Well, I think that's where it's really going to merge in that last section of the race, like you spoke of. One caution untimely, one caution that comes out, and it's going to separate this thing and hand it to some people, and not so good for the others.
Here's William Byron to pit road. Regan.
Well, Ross Chastain, you see him peel off in the back there, pitting from 3rd place. Right now, he's still too loose. Early in the race, too loose, especially through the right-handers. That is continuing. It was only minorly better. He needs a bigger adjustment. Jamie?
Yeah, they're coming. Likely Honda.
In the Xfinity Series, hoping to do it in the Cup Series here today. Looks a little bit of an adjustment, a little too loose to the right-handers, but the car is bad fast. You see, he has clear vision.
50-car camera gone, says Walter Scott.
For the 54.
That'll move Denny Hamlin to
So Hamlin to the lead with Denny Fan on board. The 12 of Ryan Blaney with Theo on board up to 2nd. And Summer Obe on the 19 with Martin Truex Jr. up to 3rd.
Well, that's the call you got to make at the end of these
PDX
stages.
got him some chips and salsa.
Those points, as we've talked many times, can be
CeeLo's a good dude, Chris. He's a good guy. But I agree. But apparently the viewers don't.
It might come down to one point, and you have to take those points when you can get them.
and no risk for Hamlin.
Yes, sir. This is Daddy.
So
Vroom, says Summer O.
I want to add one more layer to that. I think they already know what bed they're lying in. In other words, I don't think they think that they can go up and pass that leader and contend for a win without some help here. That help can come in the form of strategy later on in the race. Give luck.
So Hamlin's lead over Blaney is 1.27.
in the playoffs.
Travis Floyd comes in crazy hot. What are you doing, bro?
Faster than he is.
What are you doing? If this NASCAR content ends, I have enjoyed it. Look forward to Vikings content in the future. Travis, you're crazy, bro. Thank you so much.
Flying the banner for Ford this year.
$20 Valhalla.
With the speed in their cars is not there compared to the Chevys and the Toyotas. So
$20.
they definitely have some work to do. But Ronnie Blaney
Insane, man. Thank you so much.
Larry?
Yeah, I've been watching Christopher Bell in this 20. If you notice, he's sitting back in 20th right now, and I think we know what his strategy is.
I'm not sure what happened to Cindric.
Two-stop strategy. But he's well behind a lot of cars that just made their trip to pit road. Their pit stop was 19.
Damn, Travis came in hot, y'all.
They kept that car jacked up on the left side.
That's like $50 today in donos.
Making sure they got that thing completely full of fuel.
Maybe I don't need to stop doing.
Bell in 20th. 30 seconds behind race leader Denny Hamlin, but of course on very, very different strategies. Here's Chase Briscoe, the Mahindra Tractors cam. Might need one of those to do some repair out in turn 8 before this race is done, as he's right up there against Joey Logano.
Maybe I need to rethink this.
Now you see them out in the paint. One more lap here. As they run through the day, those exit
I think
paint
Honda
sections will
Stewart tried to get Dodge to come, but they turned him down.
You're going to see Joey Logano go to the left of the bumps.
I heard that the whole Honda thing was Penske driven.
That's a good strategy for Logano if your car is bouncing all over the place.
I mean, Andretti driven.
Tires, just go around those bumps in the
Andretti racing driven.
Last year in my car, many laps.
Travis says that's the plan, bro.
You see Joey Logano choosing that strategy to just go around those bumps.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Look at that $20 Valhalla.
Final lap, stage 2. Hamlin, Blaney, and
EDX says this is why all those stores have those going out of business sales that last for 2 years.
And a shattered wheel rim. A Truex back up.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to announce, this is the going out of business sale, going out of the NASCAR business sale here on Valhalla Sports Talk.
Something broken in the steering on his car.
Lot of opportunities to damage that steering with all the curb jumping and everything that happens to the vehicle. Very tough on it at this particular racetrack.
Meanwhile, the shipments keep arriving at the back of the store, right?
The rocket pinion and go to the rear, maybe.
Look at him. I mean, he's got
next week's race? Question mark? I got to see what's going on with the Doyers for real, though, bro, for next week. I got to see what's going on. I don't even look at the schedule for the following week until Monday. So we'll know. You all should know what's going down by tomorrow afternoon if you check out the main page.
Your stage 2 winner. Half a second up on Ryan Blaney and 1.7 ahead of Martin Truex.
I do know that streaming station 2 will be active by the end of this week. And that'll be for a lot of that vertical video stuff.
I know who you are. Elwood Dalton. Big fan, man.
But a lot of times those will be running concurrent with streams that I do where I'm on camera.
Be nice.
Penske has Chevrolet. Yeah, I think it was, in retrospect, I think it was Andretti that's trying to get into NASCAR in a Honda.
Roadhouse, rated R, now streaming on Prime Video.
Did this race start 6 hours ago?
Milwaukee.
No, about an hour and a half ago.
Top-rated brands, all run on their own single battery system. You can't find all these brands at a warehouse store.
I have a rug I bought at a going out of business sale, and the place is still going out of business.
We know our stuff. So try our garlic epic stuffed crust pizza. Made with our iconic
if they play tonight, it's a spring training game, MR. I can't do those, bro. I can't see the game.
Papa John's original dough.
And I refuse to just do it on the radio. I refuse.
NASCAR Race Up, weeknights on FS1.
Chapman Automotive is more than just a place to buy a car. Our commitment goes beyond the showroom floor. We're dedicated to giving back to the community that has embraced us.
Nothing's going on up in Smoke. Everything's going to be fine.
To participating in neighborhood cleanups. We're invested in making Tucson.
Yeah, probably hiking combat. Probably, bro.
The community around us. Without you, we wouldn't be here. Thank you.
Against the Angels, 3 games.
Chapman Automotive.
It just means going out of business eventually.
Imagine all the slopes.
Is SBJ going for a gas mileage win?
Imagine all the sights you'll see.
Does your P.O. box freak you out? This is Everett.
Okay, how about you imagine driving
Check this out, Everett.
Right now, Lisa knew
Check this out. I love it personally because you can't forget it, right?
4.75%.
But about a week and a half ago, someone drove their car right through that post office.
Let's go places.
Drove their car right through the middle of that mug. I haven't been down there to see how bad it is or which side of the building it hit. But I'm definitely going to have to go check it out. Gas monkey. Did we get to the end of the stage and I missed it? Jimmy jacking around? Yes, we did.
Tailgate Kings, man, in full effect here this weekend in Texas. This week, we focus on the key ingredient that makes any setup better, good barbecue. My, oh my, they have
Big Lot said they were going out of business 3 years ago, says Luis.
Right here at Coda
Your box will be untouched, says Everett.
These guys mean business. Look at that. You never
of course you held in on that.
Never trust it.
Well, I'll tell you this much, Everett. I'll tell you this much, bro.
Awesome barbecue.
The V-Homies and the Berserkers have sent me some cool things in the last couple of years. And I've got about, I would say,
You left
20 or 20 bobbleheads here that were sent by a viewer, and I've never seen him wake up or walking around the house in the middle of the evening.
Here's the stage finish. Hamlin, Blaney, Truex.
So Hamlin wins stage 2.
Fifth, Keselowski, Nemechek overcoming a
so Hamlin with Danny on board wins stage 2. Blaney second with Theo on board, and Summerall third in Truex's ride.
The top 10. Fox Saturday Baseball returns with a star-studded showdown. Aaron Judge and Juan Soto lead the Yankees against Jose Altuve and the Astros. Or you'll see the Giants take on the Padres.
None of the bobbleheads have ever come to life.
7 Eastern. Check for the game in your area.
Or the LeBron.
39 drivers started here. They are still all on the
LeBron pophead guy that showed up. He never busted out of the box.
Yeah, this might be the last time.
I keep an eye on those bobbleheads.
Today, or it'll stay on until Michael gets wore out. Unless they find something wrong. You hear him shut
Kevin,
the car
this
off.
is the first time I've ever experienced this. We get a bird's eye view. He is literally right below us.
They wait until you're asleep to walk around the room. They aren't stupid, says Summerall.
You witnessed it. I've seen a picture of you after a race at the Roval.
You need better medication. I can suggest something that will make you think they are alive, says Thomas.
I set you up good on that one. Go ahead.
Chim Chim is going to lead the bobblehead army in a VST revolt.
So you're saying that you beat me with no power steering?
Well, you've beat me without being able to see.
I got to hit the head. I'll be right back, y'all.
I guess we're even. Larry, what can you do here? Obviously, a leak, loose fitting.
I mean, that's the first thing they got to do, Clint, is determine exactly what it is. Has it run out of fluid? Does it have a leak? Does it have a line issue? You know, obviously we've had just the rack and pinion itself, the rack itself going bad.
You can see just how busy these cars are under the hood from that shot that we just had, and how hard it is to visibly see any kind of problem. They've pulled the air cleaner off of that car so they can get down to the rack and actually see what the problem at hand is. There it comes off. Now more of the air box coming off.
And since there are no track limits here except in the S's, with all of the alligator teeth on the curbings and all of the bouncing around, the steering probably takes a bigger beating here than anywhere we go.
I would agree with you on that, Mike. And you know, we talk about the bumps up into turn 1 and all the jumping around that it does right there. But when you go through turn 7, turn 10, and you literally just square the car up and jump it straight over the curb, all 4 tires almost probably off the ground, and when it lands, it compresses and it slams into the rub block. So
then you get around to that rut in 8, big rut, 4 or 5 inches deep.
Yeah,
you can see he is wore out already. Get some more water. You're going to need it.
So if any of the bobbleheads,
that's a terrible feeling. I've been there, Michael.
Is going to come alive and unalive me, I'm pretty sure
31 laps complete. Denny Hamlin leading.
It's going to be the Karl Malone.
Under caution, the Toyota Camry XSE leads the field here at Circuit of the Americas.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Karl Malone because he's kind of freaky looking.
Here's your progressive race summary. After 2 of 3 stages,
this might be the biggest headed bobblehead I ever saw.
William Byron and Christopher Bell have also, Denny Hamlin have led today. 3 lead changes, and all 39 cars still.
Val, next race you stream, you should, but put Rob in the 3 of Austin Barnes.
Today we see several guys at the back part of this field that have had contact with the other cars. They've had
LeBron's would flop if it got out, says Everett.
Things happen. We've seen several.
Val going to take it down.
A couple get penalties through the S's, and here we are again, getting ready to come down
Chim
pit
in
road,
total control here.
No mistakes. Don't.
You know he went to check the bobblehead, says Lucas.
Get the car in the box. Don't hit anybody on the way out. There's so many opportunities to have something go wrong with your race right here while you enter pit
Only
road.
13-year-old girls need to fear Karl Malone. Ouch.
Stages, so this will not be
Ouch.
the final
Caution.
stop of the day.
Caution.
But here they come, led by Hamlin. Regan.
The killer bobbleheads. I should have a loose script done by next week.
He's loose entering turns 2 and 16. Those are the areas he needs the most help with. Very, very decisive on what, or very, very descriptive on what he needed through those sections. The 12 car Ryan Blaney, no rear stability in the braking zone. Josh?
Tough start to the race for Martin Truex Jr. after shattering that wheel rib. Right now, the
Bucky.
car is just way too loose. Making a
Curb rash.
out for the 38 of Todd Gilliland. He said he's struggling through the S's.
Hey, 36 in the house, y'all.
Right,
We actually got. We're almost to 50.
Boy, when Truex whipped out of his pit stall, he almost got into Brad Keselowski.
We busted 500 views, 60 likes, 46 bones in chat revenue, plus the tenner sent via direct dono. Let's get it. Let's get it. At least the Vikings aren't on today, says Bucky. I don't know if y'all know, but Celsius has a little hottie driving for him in the truck series, y'all.
Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3 is so good. The crew is giving every combination code names.
I actually made a college short film where a toy comes to life and kills someone. It was total shit.
Tyler knew what square
But I did learn a lot.
No matter what you call it, choose wisely. Choose Wendy's breakfast.
The Vikings are in the war room preparing for the draft, says TQ Word. Yeah, they always do well.
Walmart Plus members, delivery, gas, plus so much more.
Chapman Automotive is more than just a place to buy a car. Our commitment goes beyond the showroom floor. We're dedicated to giving back to the community that has embraced us. From supporting to participating in neighborhood cleanups, we're invested in making Tucson better for everyone. Because without the community around us, without you, we wouldn't be here. Thank you for supporting us all these years. Chapman Automotive.
It's not what we ride that defines us. It's what happens along the way. We may not know where the ride will take us, but one thing's for sure. With the Law Tigers, you never ride alone.
No faith in Queasy? I don't have faith in the entire organization anymore, bro. Last year ruined me.
More support at school?
Last year absolutely ruined me.
High schoolers get unlimited private tutoring. That's online and free. So make the switch. Visit
I just don't, at this point, I just don't think it matters what they do. I don't think it matters because we're never winning the whole thing ever, ever.
Get this low mileage lease on this 2024 Cadillac Lyric Tech for around $569 per month. Visit Royal Cadillac at the Tucson Auto Mall.
Young Sheldon.
Vikings failed last year's draft. Somehow they got worse. Super drafter. Yeah, if you look at last year, the only one they got right was one of the unrestricted free agents they got. And I could have told you he was going to be legit before the draft. And I'm an idiot.
Lap 68, see the checkered flag. One more pit stop in the offing.
I want that Cadillac heading to Tucson now. What are you talking about?
Well, it's been pretty smooth sailing so far.
No, I don't do brackets. I don't do them.
Here we go.
William Byron shows the inside, so did Ty Gibbs.
All right, here we go. Back into green.
Chastain outside for the restart as they fan out and climb the hill. 134 feet vertical rise to turn one.
Yeah! Turn one's the best turn, y'all. I think that's where you want to sit.
Haley way to the inside, made it 4 wide. And Chastain with the lead.
Ty Gibbs.
Chastain with Parsons on board to the lead for the first time today. My car with Gibbs in second. And William Byron with Sheila on board to third.
Byron's cars has.
Butterfly in fourth.
Byron's car has, because he has not been in traffic all day. So now he's going to have to figure out how to get back by these two guys.
And Sarah Small
down as much as it has everybody else. As Tyler
in
Reddick
fifth.
to go on the inside
COO in sixth.
William Byron in turn 10. Turn 9.
New quarterback can maybe refresh things.
Down to the hairpin. Reddick to the inside, looking for one.
Had that wheel lock up. That was dangerous. About wiped out his
I'm with you. It seems like they become more mid every year.
Well, that's the part that we've been talking about Tyler Reddick since last year and the year before, is how good he's been in the braking zones. I think he's going to. Oh, Ryan Prix is around.
If the quarterback the Vikes pick is decent, it opens up a whole lot of money in future
there
years.
And gets back underway.
Had to make a drink, but let's not talk about football. I won't see the end of the race.
Prix was 31st.
What'd you make for a drink, Bucky?
Reddick for third.
Yeah, and William Byron does not want him to get around and have to worry about getting around another car.
What you drinking? What's your drink, Bucky? I got an uncle named Bucky. Are you him? Are you my Uncle Bucky? He lives in Fargo, North Dakota. Crown for Bucky.
Still a lot of side-by-side 15th on back. Things have sort of settled down up front and into a procession. But
no, Grand Forks, North Dakota.
It's Carson Hocevar.
It's not me.
With Briscoe side-by-side.
That was an awesome crossover by SVG.
Yeah, we saw some great passes yesterday. One of the best passes I've seen in a NASCAR race that SVG put on Ty Gibbs yesterday in turn 1.
It was a crossover, much like you just saw right there underneath St. Smith.
Yeah, speaking of Ty Gibbs,
oh, Gibbs now getting to the bumper of that one car.
He's getting a lot of pressure from William Byron.
I'm in the comp patch?
Well,
I don't know what that means.
Has that track position, and we know Ross.
I got the hell out of North Dakota when I was 3.
Has run here good here every year, and he does not want to lose that track position that he now has.
All right, Daniel Hemrick has pitted with damage to the front of his car. Josh Berry also on pit road.
The corn patch.
Back in that scrum at the back
Iowa?
of the field. Kerfuffle?
Kerfuffle.
That's what it was.
Yeah, they were part of that equation with Ryan Prix.
You can say it. Go ahead.
Who's driving a compact E? What?
Love watching these guys set up passes. They ride.
Another bad draft will kill the Vikes, though, says Summer O.
Pressure and getting in position.
How can you kill something that's already dead, bro?
Corners down here in 11 and 12.
How can you kill something that's already dead?
As he battles Hocevar.
The question that has been asked in zombie movies
See him stacked up behind
for
Ross
years and
Chastain.
years.
I think Ty Gibbs is probably a little bit faster than
So
Ross.
explain to me how a
Ross
car
in
wins the race.
Where he needs to put it to get a good drive up off the corner.
I stopped following
Hasn't
before the
made
3
any
stages
mistakes yet.
started. Whoever wins this stage right here, bro, is the winner.
To pass, well, we polled several
Whoever
drivers.
wins this
Speaking
stage,
of, Ross Chastain.
and we're on lap 35 of 68, is the winner.
Pass.
I'd say Ross Chastain. He's really good at mirror driving. I'd say Ross does a pretty good job.
I'm going to have to give this award to Ross Chastain lately.
Ross has proven to be really, really tactful when it comes to racing for position.
Ross Chastain. I think that the hardest driver to pass is the one car.
Bobby from Beantown Breakdown is up in here. What's up, Bobby?
Yeah, we see Michael McDowell just getting out of the way of the whole field.
Bobby from Beantown Breakdown, ladies and gentlemen.
The steering problems that he had.
Want to introduce you to the ultimate mass hole. Straight out of Boston, Massachusetts.
Well, here's where it gets tricky as you go down through turn 2.
What's the purpose of the 3 stages? Truth?
And it would have got
to bunch up the field.
Side by side headed into 3 with the angles that William
to keep
Byron
the
really
field bunched up.
The limits right there. But that's where it gets hard coming through the S's. If you're side by side into 3, it just throws your angle off for 4, 5, and 6. And
so right now, y'all, Chastain going to go through that little loopy turn. And then he's going to hit this hairpin turn, and that'll send him down to turn 12 where Butterfly is sitting.
35 down, 33 laps to go. Ross Chastain holding on to a narrow lead against Ty Gibbs and William Byron.
So we're not going to see it because they're going to commercial. Yeah, they accrue points, PDX, for their stage finishes. The top 10 after each stage get points that are toward the driver's championship at the end of the year.
For PD-L1 and does not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. Opdivo plus Yervoy is not chemotherapy. It works differently. It helps your immune system fight cancer in 2 different ways. Opdivo and Yervoy can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems,
no problem, buddy.
Joint pain, flushing or fever. These are not all
points are just like the mortgage point system on your tax return.
Opdivo is used with Yervoy. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including
just finished setting up my green screen. Finally, my studio is 100% set up.
Receive chest radiation.
Bobby, I've been seeing, bro, that you've been scheduling streams.
Ask your doctor about.
I've been noticing, bro, that you've been scheduling streams in the future, like a professional YouTuber. Like a professional.
Wait, T-Mobile has home internet? What a feeling to have T-Mobile now.
Bobby ain't playing around, y'all. The Beantown Breakdown Studios are in full effect.
Make way for the event.
They are in full effect, y'all.
Once a year, featuring the new 2024
so if you're a fan
and Ford Super Duty,
of all them teams I hate, y'all, every one of them I hate, the Celtics, the Bruins in hockey, the Red Sox.
Ford F-150, only during Ford Truck Month.
He's your plug on YouTube. He is your plug.
Do you know if you have milk right now?
He ain't half as handsome as I am.
Do you know its condition?
And his head is about twice the size of mine. But he's a good dude. And I like to call him my pal.
Who cares?
I'm back on track. We back, says Bobby.
Where fresh milk is always on hand. Your door to crisis-free breakfasts. DoorDash.
We got the house!
Pods handles the driving. Pack at your pace, store your things until you're ready, then we deliver to your new home. Across
exactly
town
what I said they should do. Burn it all down this offseason, trade Jay-Z, draft a BPA, and get your quarterback next year.
There are those of us who earn our calluses.
Bobby says I do have a big-ass head.
We choose raw materials.
What about your face?
Ready-made.
What about your face?
It takes a special kind of person to build their world from scratch.
Is Bush going to win a race ever again?
And a special set of tools.
Yes.
Northern Tools are problem solvers' paradise. There's nothing
the COO hopes it's today.
Or figure out together. We're made for this.
I do miss that mild-mannered young man on the Pats a while back, Aaron Hernandez.
Welcome back to the Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix on Fox, where Ross Chastain's the leader, and William Byron has used
Byron passed my dude. Sheila!
Pass on Ty
Get him back.
For second. Gibbs now in the clutches of Alex Bowman to hold on to the third spot. So let's have a look at today's Credit One Bank ones to watch. Clint, who you got an eye on?
I've got this guy, number 48, Alex Bowman. Started 17th up to 4th.
Hey, now let's keep the race out of this.
Definitely in the right direction.
I'm keeping my eye on Christopher Bell because he has a little bit different pit strategy. Had some trouble on pit road, but has a really fast car working his way back forward.
Mid is mid, time to build up draft
Who's
capital.
the hardest guy on the track to pass? Ross Chastain. Everybody knows it, including Ross. Is Ross the boss? We'll see how this plays out. Those are your Credit One Bank ones to watch. With 31 laps to go at Circuit of the Americas. And Chastain holding a 1.5
So lap 38 of 68, 31 to go.
We listened in on the Trackhouse team
Go Chevrolet, this is Chris Davis.
Number 1.
All right, fellas. Today we got stages at 15, 30, 68. We got
Here's
5
the
sets of
team
tires
pep
to play
talk
with.
before the race today for the one
us to
team.
use them all. We got that set of scuffs. We'll have them prepped and
Parsons
ready.
guaranteed in that shot there. Probably not paying attention. Probably not paying attention one iota. Eating some fat bags.
Phil Surgeon and crew. All right, Chastain up by between 1 and 1.5
Val
seconds.
moved the camera back today so things won't seem as large.
The car ahead or behind is on the straightaway or going through one of the corners, but right now that passes for what would be a commanding lead.
He's still
watching Talladega. I hope you do that race.
In second place, he still put 2
We'll see, man. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's up.
Ross Chastain has really allowed
that car up, right?
Well, it's woke it up, and it's allowed us to see the speed that it has in it, and I think they're going to recognize that for sure and want to keep that track position because they know they have a car to keep up.
Australia high.
Front 4 pretty close in contact. Another second back to Kyle Busch in 5th spot. We listened into some strategy there.
You know, about a 24
Busch in 5th with the COO on board. Later tonight, y'all, Lakers. Later tonight, Lakers on the channel. I forget who we're playing.
Well, so far today, we have not had a caution for cause.
Oh, man.
Only the 2 stage breaks.
That's going to be big trouble for Chase Elliott.
Pacers.
It looked like he went all the way off the racetrack right there. He got in trouble in turn 3.
Lakers Pacers, my last scheduled stream of the week.
Right. The reason I bring that up is through the
7 o'clock
3,
start.
4, 5, and 6 are where you get penalties.
Well, here's the penalty. Watch the number 9.
Yeah, the car bounced right there wrong, and he had to correct it to keep it going straight and just wound up way to the inside.
Wish there was a Wonder Bread car.
I mean, it happened that fast, too.
We saw the car right behind him, Kyle Busch, do that in qualifying, and it looked like the back tires came about 6 or 8 inches
they did
up
a
off
throwback
the ground.
last
Exactly
year. It had a
what
Wonder
happened to
Bread
Chase Elliott
car.
right there
One
as
of the
well.
Stewart Haas cars was
Huge
painted like the Wonder
setback
Bread
for the
car.
9 car.
Yeah, Elliott will have to make a drive down pit road at pit road speed while the rest of the field races on.
Travis Etienne booked on a DUI, 3 other
Behind him
charges.
is Kyle Busch, then Tyler Reddick.
I'm glad I'm not in that fantasy league no more. Glad I hung up my fantasy football shoes
At the 17 has been all
at the end of
day.
last year.
Restarted 8th and is now in 9th. So in contention for a top 10 there, just in front of A.J. Allmendinger.
You see those 2 line choices. Chris Buescher up the racetrack, a little more arc. AJ kind of straight into turn 15.
Really shows you how that door can open up if you're willing to take it.
Yeah, you make yourself
Everett says,
very
I got me my
vulnerable in
coffee, all
traffic
good
when you go
now.
up
Welcome
that
back,
far.
Everett.
Behind Allmendinger, that's Justin Haley coming into the picture.
And this is another week that we talk about Justin Haley doing a good job. One of my I call him
60
a kid.
likes,
He's one of my favorites on the
545
circuit.
views.
Just a good, down-to-earth human. And
Embarrassing. Straight up
every
embarrassing.
so often he just shows up, and whether it's
Grover
in this
laughing
car or
at
a
me.
different car, he's done it year after year.
It's usually when the challenge is the steepest is when Justin Haley shines the brightest.
Now those
He was
11
any good,
cars
the
back
cops
to Haley have
would have never
3
caught him.
seconds on
This
the
is
rest of the
PDX.
field. Briscoe, Truex, Van Gisbergen, Logano, and the rest. 28 laps to go at Circuit of the Americas. Ross Chastain out front as we take you Fox side by side.
Side by side. Chastain's lead over
Choices
Byron,
beats having less
0.72
choices.
seconds.
That's why we
1.91 over Gibbs, 2.76 over Bowman.
Job. Whether that job is getting heavy things,
he does need a win. I need him to get me a win because I am in the 54 car with him today.
We're going from 0 to
We're
60
homies.
in under 4 seconds.
We're homies. When we turn right, he has me put my arm straight out the window. They might have more viewers, but those viewers aren't the homies. Truth, hiking combat.
Should you become stranded, be ready to signal rescue.
Oh, we got one around the 12. Theo, what you doing, bro? You're going the wrong way.
How long have I been
You know where I'm going.
About 12 minutes. Head for the mountains.
At the Cracker Barrel,
Gibbs Valhalla's car, that must be nice.
Price is just what we
well,
do.
I mean,
in fact, we've got over 20 meals.
This shit don't get put together on accident. I probably should at least get to pick my car.
Eat, shop, earn Cracker Barrel rewards.
It's the fastest, most unpredictable.
At the very least, I should probably be able to pick my car. I should get a lap lead on the fields.
Mined, smelted, forged, and every spring.
This is a bad look for the Georgia football program after the deaths of the vehicle racing and Stetson Bennett getting arrested after the last national title.
But in order to take it all home, you need nerves of steel. The big one is back. Get your tickets now at TalladegaSuperspeedway.com.
Are you excited for a night of TV magic?
Fox Wednesday, which of these stars will take the lead on TV theme night? But wait, a new secret celebrity. Salt-and marriage.
It feels like Ryan Seacrest.
I think that this is Anderson Cooper.
Might be Andy Cohen. He was a star in his theater class.
Or in his mom's living room.
Fly says, round and round we go. Good thing it's not hot out here, says Butterfly.
Did you see that? Hear that? Feel that? Let's all take a deep breath.
Did you drink a beer?
Feel out, there's no looking back.
If I made a race car driver money, I would have
28 laps to go.
my own
Ross
driver to
Chastain
drive
in
me
the lead
around,
by
says
half a
Luis.
second on William Byron. It's been an eventful day. Bubba Wallace going around. Contract from Keselowski. Harrison Burton spin.
Hila says,
Josh
yep,
Berry
me and
with Corey
Byron.
with Joy.
We talked today.
Around
This
goes
is the
Kyle
day.
Larson from Christopher Bell.
Could Sheila
everybody got
Sheila
together there. Okay.
win her second race of the season?
And then around goes
and the 300,000 points that go along with it.
And Kobayashi locking up the brake there and
It
spinning
didn't
is
happen.
Ryan Blaney. And moments ago,
It's been a fun
Christopher
day
Bell.
overall.
Oh,
It's
Kyle
real
Busch,
cool
not
people
clear.
watching at the
Now,
NASCAR
despite
race,
all
Butterfly.
of
I'm sure you're
this,
liking it.
There has not been
You
a
see all
caution
kinds
for
at them
cause
races.
on the racetrack today.
Young,
And there are
old,
no local yellow
bathed,
flags.
non-bathed.
Track workers will put out a blue advisory flag if someone spins in an area. But that is just a warning to oncoming drivers. It is not a yellow. The only yellows we have are full course.
You see any drunk people,
And we get
Butterfly?
more at this racetrack than anywhere we go. I like that. There's no
Any
reason
drunk
for
people near you?
Full caution for that when it's just a local and they
Educated,
always
not
get spun back around and
educated?
keep going.
8 dudes without facial hair? Just 8 of them. Everybody else got a ZZ Top beard.
Back in 13th. He has reported to his team he's got a problem with the gearbox. He has lost first gear. Now, if we're at an oval, that's not a huge deal except for exiting your pit box. On this road course, though, we've got 6 first-turn corners, guys. That's going to be
Top,
tough.
short
Let's look
shorts,
forward to the end of
cowboy
this
boots.
race.
Oh, absolutely, that too.
Thanks, Jamie.
I don't know what
A
you're
lot of
talking
action
about,
here,
TQ.
top of the hill, turn 1. That's Martin Truex
There's
making
one
the
guy
pass
that
on
does
Kyle
not
Busch.
shut up,
Kyle
sitting
Busch
right
trying to
near
take
me.
it back.
Says Butterfly. Well, you should be used to that. You should be used to that. I've trained you for this moment.
SVG losing that first gear as many times as you're in it on this racetrack.
I've trained you for moments just like this.
And you have to restart, you'll be even more trouble.
My keyboard on my phone is messing up.
When it's single file like
Is this a YouTube issue or what? It took me 6 months to type this.
Yeah, and he'll have to change his driving style a little bit to, kind of compromise for all that is happening, not being able to use first gear.
It's probably your fault, Everett. It's all your
The
fault.
longer it goes, the more wheel spin you'll have, and the less it'll hurt you. But like you say, on the restarts, it won't be fun.
6th place. Christopher Bell passing AJ Allmendinger.
It's a vertical keyboard issue.
Well, we know Christopher Bell has a really fast car, when you're going by A.J. Allmendinger on a road course, you know it's pretty fast. True. But we expect Christopher Bell to keep driving forward. They had a big 19-second pit stop where they lost a bunch of track position and time.
Reddick is coming back, says Butterfly.
He has, been slowly
5th place, 6.10 seconds back to the leader, Chastain, with Rob Parsons on board, Butterfly. We got to go get him. We got to go get him, and we got to pass Sheila to do it.
Christopher Bell that's made one, or the rest of the field that's basically made two. Everybody's on the same strategy now. You want to get to that window to make it to the end, which is about 3 or 4 laps from now, because you can go 22 to 24 laps on fuel. But remember what Randall Burnett told Kyle Busch earlier. You don't want to wait too long. The worst thing that could happen to you with 36 drivers on the lead lap is start to wait. Other drivers make their green flag stop, and you get trapped by a caution. You want to be on the early side of coming to pit road.
You want to be in turn 1 where Byron is right now.
Oh!
Doing the dive bomb on Chastain, who gave him just enough room, but no chance to get alongside.
Well, he tried to surprise him right there with a
Miss Small, Sarah Small in the house.
You do that just to show him the nose.
That's your aerial coverage.
Foskey making a move since
Every
RM.
lap, every mile, and every victory on the road ahead.
He's making a move, all right.
More driven.
But I love where William Byron's head is at.
I don't even see him
trying
up there.
to just keep showing Ross Chastain different things. Regan?
Well, Kevin, just to add to what Ross Chastain is dealing with, as Byron's trying to
Where's
show
Miss
himself
Sarah
a couple laps ago, he told
on
the
the
team
track?
it's getting very easy to slide the front tires in the braking zone on that one car right now. That just adds to what he's got to
He's
deal
been fourth.
with.
Well, that tells me that he slid the tires somewhere, and it just keeps finding that flat
So,
spot every time he
on
goes
the
into
onboard,
corner.
folks, we got Rob, then Sheila, then me,
Once you flat spot
then
that
Sarah,
tire, Clint,
then Butterfly,
it just
Keeps getting worse.
It just,
then Jay Ramos,
yeah, and you just have to back off in the braking zones because you just
Then
don't
Brendan.
have that same braking capability. William Byron knows it too. You can tell that he's
AZ man
he's
says
antsy
I'm
to get
moist.
by, and Ross
There it
misses
is.
again.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yeah, that tire it rolls around there and finds
You wouldn't
that
be able to
flat
hear
spot.
that
It
guy
just
at the
keeps
Bristol
getting worse
race,
and worse.
Butterfly.
But this Chastain is not going to let him around him very easy. He's going to keep pushing him out, makes his car wide. That's why they all struggle to get around him.
You see William Byron really wide, trying to get a good run.
Saw
off
some of
of
that,
turn
Sarah.
15.
He was just tapping balls from his tiptoes. What?
How important is it for Byron to take the lead before pit stops?
I want to control the race anytime I get the chance, and I think that mentality is necessary, especially when you're racing somebody like Ross, who is a difficult pass.
We already saw Ty Gibbs probably wish he would have moved him and got more aggressive. Now, I think he's going to get the job done. Move him out a little bit. Take this line. Take the real estate away from him, or you're going to have to do it all over again.
Yeah, that's a battle for the lead, y'all.
Well, you said this earlier, Clint, when Ty Gibbs had the opportunity to clear.
Is it
Ross
a left
Chastain,
or a
you need
right
to
coming
make it
up? It's a
happen
left.
when you think
In the
you
24
can.
car to the lead for now. Chastain cuts low.
Byron with the lead.
And
I
Byron.
saw that yesterday when SVG did that
With
to
Sheila
the car
on
right behind
board.
These two, Ty Gibbs going into turn
Leads
one.
the Echo Park
These
Automotive
guys
Grand
don't pay
Prix.
attention to stuff like that.
Austin Dillon, Kyle Larson are the first to pit.
Here they come, a 25 to go. I was wondering if somebody had tried to fudge it a little bit here. Hey, how are you going to get around them? This is how. Let's go for it. Let's gamble.
Come on, Gibbs. Now you got to get past him now, too.
And around goes
The 6 goes around with MR on board. Keselowski
He is the 6th Cup champion.
comes out of the smoke, gets it back underway. We stay under green with 25 laps to
For
go.
a gate in the side of the crash wall down there to go home. He's not had fun this weekend.
This has
And
been a
we
little
stay
unsuccessful
green, as
today,
you see on
says
our Fox
Theo.
tracker in the upper left. The only cautions
What?
today have been the 2 4-stage breaks. I don't think that'll persist all the way to 68 laps.
I threw a rock at Byron, says Butterfly. You did not.
Ross Chastain looking back on the inside of
You
William
did
Byron.
not.
He
If
knows
Butterfly
he lets this
threw
go
a rock
little
at a
bit too long
NASCAR
and
race,
William gets away, it's going to be hard.
they coming to get that ass. They coming to get her. She's on camera, guaranteed.
It's so interesting as we've seen.
They're going to
these
come
guys
put her
take
in the
lead. We
pokey.
think they're going to drive off. I thought William Byron would drive off, and here's Ross Chastain racing to try to challenge for the lead again.
So does this put it on the pit crew?
If she wins, I'm not going to hear the end
easier
of
to
it,
pass
says Damn
somebody when they're
Dave.
stopped.
It's definitely a lot easier.
Duke
And
is up 15
we talk
on
about the
James
mistakes
Madison.
and everything that we've seen all day from speeding penalties. These guys know that.
I don't know
So
if they
those
have to
big
pit
guys,
again.
That's a lot of pressure to
Danny, I
perform
don't
under.
know for sure. Well, they got tires up. But
Without a doubt.
Well, and that's what happened to William Byron last year.
Bowman from 4th in. Top 3 stay out. One more lap. At least one more lap.
That's Kyle Larson's pit. He has made his pit stop. Maybe a lap or two early.
I like that move by Bowman, and he was right there on their heels, too. That's going to force them to have to pit, I think.
Talking about pit stops right now.
So is Bubba Wallace.
If he has a good pit stop right here, can he capitalize on
The
these
48 to pit road.
Josh?
For Alex Bowman, that car has gotten better as the day has gone along. His only complaint, he is still struggling with 15 and 20.
He's trying to get them fresher tires.
Bowman, one of 3 drivers who have been top 3 in all the Cup races here at COTA. Ross Chastain. And
Shelby
Tyler
Medic in
Reddick
the house.
are
What's
the
up, Miss Shelby? Herbert says, who wants to bail Butterfly out of NASCAR prison? I'm out in my garage.
You see the 24 missed the
working on my
right
Audi.
there in turn 11.
Hey, we're almost at 50 in the chat, y'all. Be quiet. Be quiet. Maybe we'll get more in here.
So do you stop now and get those fresh tires on, or do you wait another lap
Placing
or
the
two
wipers
so you
and
have
updating
a
the
shorter
stickers on my
stop for
tags?
fuel and
Says
better
PDX.
tires for the run to the finish?
Well, you know, that's the move that Bowman did. He forced their hand. I think they'll have to pit here. He was right there on their heels. You saw it in the shot of those 3 leaders go by. Bowman pitting in the background.
One thing that I see right here, Clint, though, I don't know where Alex Bowman was compared to those
24
2 cars
laps to
behind
go.
him. If he had
It's
to pass
Byron,
those cars, if they
Chastain,
impeded
Gibbs,
that lap,
your
and that's
top
one
3.
thing that matters as you come out of the pits.
Chastain,
Where do you follow
0.65
in
seconds
traffic and how
back
much do you
from
have to slow
Byron.
down for passes and
Gibbs,
slower cars?
Great
1.46.
point. Absolutely matters. Because that lap is more important than anything.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were going to let you in there without having a race ticket, Butterfly.
Mike Ross Chastain's team told him do exactly what the 24 does. If he pits, pit with him. If he doesn't, stay out there. Right now, Ross said the rear tires are just burning off it too much. I'm getting too loose as I run. Jamie?
Shelby says, I'm finally off for 3 days. About damn time. About time, Miss Shelby. You be working too hard, girl.
Full of fuel. Make sure we make it to the end as he pulls into his #1 pit box. And you notice the 54, Ty Gibbs, he stayed out.
Yeah, the Chevys pitted. The
Shelby
Toyotas
won't take
stayed
the
out.
full 3 off, y'all. There's no way in hell she takes 3 days off.
Strategy, R1, 2, 3.
No way in hell.
And here is Bowman coming down the straightaway, who has already made his stop.
I think he's going to get Chastain without a doubt. That was the play.
And he does.
Yes, he does. Yes, sir. It worked. Good move by
MR.
them.
Everybody
Chastain
has
had
a
little bit of
chance.
slower stop. Had trouble on his rear.
Does he have a
That
good
was the difference
chance?
between him? You know, obviously he went in.
No.
Byron got through, but
With Byron, but
Chastain.
how about Gibbs staying out?
finally got
Strategies
the
all
joke.
over the place now, boys.
Yeah, and he's
What I
running.
don't like about that, if you get burnt by a caution, it comes out before you make that green flag pit stop. You're going to be way back in the pack.
Well, he's running clean laps right now, and the other 2 cars are in traffic, so it's a big risk for sure if that caution comes out.
I like this strategy. We've not seen a caution all day for cause. We've had a couple of cars spin, we've had contact, but nothing that would bring out a full course caution as of yet.
Oh, don't jinx him, Mike.
I'm not.
It
Reddick
won't be
back in
long
the game.
before the wires start sparking inside those helmets.
Hey, Butterfly. This is the perfect time, Butterfly, to head on over to where the motorhomes are at. Head on over to where all the motorhomes are at. And you're going to get all the free drink and food you want.
Truex fifth.
All the free food and drink that you want.
Chevys to fill the top 10. The first Ford is Blaney in 11, and leader Ty Gibbs comes to pit road 1 lap after.
You're looking for Harvick? He's in the booth on the straightaway.
And Ty Gibbs
Right
was
by
the
pit
fastest
road.
of the 4 Gibbs, when they unloaded yesterday, he really set the pace.
You work every day, Val. Thank you for all you do. You're the best of the best. Hey, thank you so much, Miss Shelby.
Gives up the lead. First
I hope you
time today
enjoy
he's
your
led.
3 days
He's led
off,
one
girl.
lap so far. No adjustments. You see the tear off for good vision to the end of this race. Regan.
How did I get stuck with the 6? Because you be slow, bro.
Like he burnt the tires off his car, just
You be slow. I do the post. It's a day later. RM comes rolling up in there.
Beat Byron up the hill. There's Byron to the outside coming to turn 1. With a good gap there on.
Because the campers are going to have to clear out in the morning. So it's after the race that the biggest parties happen. And if you got any kind of a personality, you can make a lot of friends in a short amount of time.
You go back to those green flag pit stops, William Byron's pit stop was roughly 3 seconds quicker than the one car of Ross Chastain, a 10.3 to a 13.3.
And without a doubt made all the difference. Yep. That one car had trouble. The 48 pounced on him. Did not get
walk up to him, hand him a 10-ski, say, I'm here to party. They'll be like, okay, welcome.
But as it will play out, hopefully, without a caution, it will be.
Try to get an autograph. It's going to be tough after the race. They be quick to get to them helicopters after the race, Butterfly. Looks like there's a roller coaster there. Yeah, them drivers, the race ends. And the vast majority of them jump on a helicopter or something to get to the airport, and they be gone.
So they're definitely giving up some lap time here as they run. Compared to who we think.
You want to go to Daytona and Bristol,
here they
Sarah?
Come. Well, here comes Tyler Reddick anyway.
Yeah, there is a big Ferris wheel there. Butterfly, did you go up on that big tower? Did you get to the top of that big tower?
He said that car is starting to get loose. The team told him, come in, we'll get you those 4 tires and fuel, as he looks to try and go back.
The airport's real close.
I like this. 21 laps to go. He's going to lose some track position for how long he stayed out, but he's going to have the freshest tires on the racetrack for this long run.
Well, that's the only cards you got. That's what you're playing now.
All right, Bell back to the lead. Truex second, Van Gisberg third. Bell's lead is 8.93 seconds over Truex.
Got some track position out of it, matching her teammate. Might just come out of this thing with a 1-2 finish for Hendrick Motorsports.
Reddick comes out with a lot of distance to make up on those Chevys, and Christopher Bell had a bit of slip and slide back there. So he is the leader by almost 8 seconds over Martin Truex. Van Gisbergen in third, 12.5 back.
You hear just how slow they have to go, and this car does not have first gear, so you hear it really luggy up off the corner.
That also hurts him getting into the corner, not being able to aid that car in slowing down using a downshift.
21 to go. The Austin Airport is the old Bergstrom Air Force Base.
He has about 4 seconds on Denny Hamlin.
22 minutes to replace wipers and my tags. Do I get the pit crew job? No. You're fired. You're fired, PDX.
Christopher Bell's lap times, not the equal of William Byron's. He's about 1 second slower, but he's 20 seconds ahead of Byron with 21 laps to go right now.
Toyota Racing is looking for jaw droppers.
Break for Martin Truex right there, the fastest
Which is okay.
Iron stomachs that
YouTube
can
is better
stand the
now.
pressure. And quick draw thumbs
Who's hired
that
you
leave
to
their
change
own
the
smoke
TP in the
trail.
restroom, says Dab Dave.
So hold on tight and strap yourself in. This season, we want you. Join us at Toyota Racing.
Some
Maybe
of
Austin Reeves in the
brilliant
3.
minds in business. No, not you. Or you.
Rob just came in here, dropped a membership, never
You
said a word.
auto-track business income and expenses with QuickBooks. And you pay all your employees easily and accurately. And you have a business
Never
bank
said a
account
word,
with
just dropped a
market-leading
membership.
APY. Get the full picture of your business on
Maybe
one
he's
platform.
maybe he's
Now
in
with expert
lockup.
help when you need it. That's how your
Maybe
business
Rob's in
sticks.
jail and his cell phone is on a
knows that trucks
table
like yours can take a beating.
Are you sure? Bring it on.
But with
5 feet
WeatherTech's
away from his
heavy-duty
cell.
impact miner, you can safeguard
And used a
the
coat
bandwidth
hanger to
almost
drop a
anything
membership.
else. The underside features an innovative solution. Shock-absorbing rings disperse the impact of hauling, dropping, or dragging your cargo.
Wow, no damage.
Protect your truck from costly dents and scrapes with a rugged impact liner from WeatherTech. For even more protection, add these premium American-made products. Order today at WT.com.
We've invited NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series drivers and their crew chiefs to get this 70% rounded bolt off of this box.
This is a Husky wrench.
Be like them prisoners on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Catches, but it doesn't help you get it loose.
I'm trying here. I ain't
Trying to
getting
get the
nothing.
keys from the
Craftsman
dog.
Overdrive. Feels really good.
Yeah, it catches. That's really impressive. Would you look at that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls?
the right wrench. Looks like you need a
Maybe
vacation.
Yeah, just refresh it, Rob. Refresh your
Where will
YouTube.
the Tide Take You sweepstakes? You could win a $10,000.
It didn't take Everett long to catch on.
Go to 5HETide.com to enter. Enter today and find out
Didn't
where
take
the
him
Tide
long to
will
catch
take you.
on.
Everyone's hyped that Wendy's made the official hamburger of March Madness a buck.
Yeah!
But Tyler and Toby on another level.
Get it for a buck! Get it for a buck! Dave Singles! Dave Singles!
Get hyped with fresh, never frozen beef on Wendy's Dave Single for a buck. Only in the app.
Rob got timed out. Only
NASCAR
one guy
on
can
Fox
time him
is
out.
Sponsored by Toyota.
And that's
Let's
me,
go
and I didn't do it.
places. And by Wendy's Classic Hamburgers. Christopher Bell in the pits. His last lap under green was 3 seconds slower than William Byron
If
on the
anything,
same lap. They
this sign
had
is
to
making
come.
me a fan of NASCAR. Before last month, I'd watch for
Look
a
at lower
total of
left.
3 minutes.
William Byron's pit crew.
Now I'm watching
3
this whole
seconds
damn
faster
thing.
than Ross Chastain's, and that made
Look
all
at you,
the difference.
MR.
Truex Jr. is now cycled through to the lead over Van Gisbergen and Byron. Then Hamlin and
Shelby
Lane
Minnick, $5 Valhalla Holla.
have a stop to come.
Super sticker. Good job. Thank you, Miss Shelby. Thank you so much.
Gisbergen was second gear, lugging it off the corner, and boy, Blaney had a little bit of an issue there, getting into 11.
There ain't many on YouTube, y'all, getting $60 in donations when they got less than 50 people in the chat. They just don't have it much on YouTube.
That 12 car just so much higher.
I am
than
spoiled like a
the Chevrolet
mofo.
with the pitch in the car.
I am
front to
spoiled by
back.
the berserkers and the B-homies like a mofo.
Difference. I mean, that's clearly a platform change. Very reminiscent of what we've seen with these cars in the past, low in the rear, high in the front.
But a
Now,
$5
it's
Valhalla
just
Holla.
not the case for what you see with the other manufacturers. They're all different. That diffuser, their underbody.
I did see some racers earlier this morning. They had sessions. I was not sure who they were, but I went to see the Clydesdales. There you go.
Martin Truex stays out another lap.
Shelby, you don't have to do nothing, girl. You don't have to do nothing. I'm just glad you're in here.
Yeah, and I think
I'm just glad you're in here and not working.
Denny Hamlin behind these guys on the pit road. We were just talking that paint up off the corners, Clint. See Denny Hamlin's crew go to work.
They're fresh, bro.
SVG's in.
Danny,
Should
they're
be the
fresh.
last pit stop for these guys. Will be the last pit stop unless something happens.
These might be the freshest red vines I've ever had in my life.
William Byron a little bit. That's a 212.84 for Bowman, 213.17
Average
for Byron.
$1.02 per
Catching him,
viewer.
guys.
Duke up 21 on James Madison.
Eric Jones has a penalty too fast on pit road.
More mistakes.
Truex Jr. leading with 18 to go. He has one stop to make.
Summer Rogue still has to pit, y'all.
The NASCAR Cup Series heads to Richmond for the Toyota Owners 400. We'll be with
Richmond
you
on Easter Sunday.
Night under the lights.
7
Free
Eastern.
race
It's a
at
night
6.
race next week.
Engines fire at 7 on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
What time's the Dodgers game
Saturday
next
at
Sunday?
Richmond, Xfinity practice and qualifying in the morning on FS1, followed by Cup practice and qualifying and the Xfinity race. Sunday, race day begins on FS1 and switches over to Fox at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Early morning, Clint.
Glenn says I love me some fresh socks. It make my feet happy.
Been late all weekend.
Oh, Kimberly.
Tardy, not late. There's a difference.
Kobayashi in 16th. He still has a pit stop to make, as do Truex, Blaney, Gilliland, and Nemechek and LaJoie.
So Byron is 9.9 seconds back, but I think he's pitted already.
On the inside of Ross Chastain, gave him a little bit of bumper right there and pushed him up out of the groove.
Uh-oh, Reddick.
And Chastain trying to take his groove away entering the next corner.
He is hard to pass.
No doubt.
Does not give
Shelby
up
says,
on
I
him.
like sending my
You better get
donations
aggressive,
directly.
you
This
gotta
part
pass
is
him.
enticing
Leader
for
is
others
in.
to
Martin
match.
Truex will make his final stop of the day.
I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate you.
William Byron will cycle to the lead with Alex Bowman. Ryan Blaney is also on pit road.
Big trouble on the right side of Martin Truex's car there on pit road.
All right, we picked up one more sub, so we're at 15,160.
So William Byron back in the lead with 17 laps to go in Austin, Texas.
I'm just going to let that run. I'll just delete that music.
COPD isn't pretty. I'm out of breath and often out of the picture. But this is my story.
Yeah, 12 is a 4.
And with one Staley Trelegy, it can still be beautiful. Because with 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trelegy keeps my airways open for a full 24 hours and prevents future flare-ups. Trelegy also improves lung function, so I
At
can
least
breathe
Blaney is
more
the best
freely
Ford out there,
all
says
day
Theo.
and night.
You've been quiet
Trelegy
today,
won't
bro.
replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems.
Grand Canyon
Tell your doctor
University
if you have a heart condition or high
is in
blood
the
pressure
NCAA
before
tourney
taking it.
and second
Do not take
rounds is
Trelegy more than
PDX.
prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
What a wonderful
Wonderful world.
Ask your doctor about one Staley Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful all day and night.
USA versus Mexico in football tonight, MR? Is that the ladies or the men? Besides that, I still haven't figured out how to do the gifting membership stuff, says Shelby.
Introducing the new 2024
No worries, no
Ford
worries. Like I said, I'm
F-150.
just glad to see you.
Tough this smart
I'm
can
absolutely
only be called
ecstatic
F-150.
that you're in here and that you got the day off, girl.
I met with the TurboTax expert because I had 2 full-time
Men's
jobs.
soccer tonight.
Lawyering and mamming.
Val is a wealthy man in so many
I'll file
ways.
your taxes for you
Except
with
for
100%
one way.
accuracy guaranteed.
The money way.
Let a TurboTax full-service expert do your taxes as soon as today.
Here at Papa John's, we know
Did Colorado win?
So try our garlic epic stuffed crust
no, I think
pizza,
Colorado
made
lost
with
today.
our iconic garlic sauce flavor.
I streamed
mixed
that,
with
Everett.
cheese and hand stuffed
Vertically.
into that Papa John's original dough. No one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
Saturdays, baseball's best are back on Fox.
The U.S.-Mexico game is a final?
MVPs are VIPs, and aces always come in pairs. Saturday means it's showtime for
Now, we doing
Shohei,
Lakers tonight.
and Acuna's at it again. All the swag, all the salt, and all the slams.
Although I do think that vertical format is the way to go for soccer.
Baseball returns Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
I do think that would do really well. There's Harvick in the old 29 car. That was one of his best paint schemes.
16 laps to go in Austin, Texas, as we celebrate Kevin Harvick and Clint Boyer's road course successes in NASCAR. William Byron back to the lead, running laps in the 2:12.5 bracket. Christopher Bell is the only driver touring the track faster than 2 minutes 12 seconds, but he is 12 seconds behind with 16
Guaranteed
to go.
148 fights in the stands at that game.
My math says at 0.7 of a second a lap, he can't catch Byron unless something changes here.
Well, that something's lap time. There's no question. He's going to have to find something. He's been very solid, though.
We got to get a haircut this
As
week.
we've noted, top 10s in all 3 starts here. About as solid as it gets.
Well, and they needed a good
Being here
run.
looking like
They've
summer
had
robes.
some pretty off weeks, mediocre weeks. Stuff go wrong.
And Theo.
Sometimes you got to go to your best racetrack and you got to be able to put it together. And when you're in those streaks of stuff not going right, and you go somewhere that you know you've had success and you like, it just makes you know that you can go there and do it.
Uh-oh, the 50 car. Around again.
Kobayashi around again. That's the second time.
Yomagashi.
I think the same corner, too.
With Walter Scott on board.
He's now 33rd.
Oh, we took a dump.
Still on the lead lap. The only
Chris
car's
says,
a lap
please
down.
stay green flag.
Timmy Hill, Josh Berry.
Sheila
Daniel
to the
Hemrick,
lead
down,
in the
and
24.
Well,
dude.
Oh man. I think Josh Berry was done with whatever is happening before this moment. I think
Oh,
he
so
felt like
Josh
he
Berry, the
dive
one
bombed
that
it in
punts
there.
the 50 this time.
Josh said, "No, that's not how we do it here, guys."
Well, he did dive it on in there, and yes, he got turned around.
Well, that's the one thing about when guys come to NASCAR racing to race. It's a different style and the things that are expected from the other drivers.
There's only one football. That other game is
at
soccer.
this point in the race, especially when guys are having bad
I
days
agree.
and you dive bomb in there like that.
I agree
the etiquette
wholeheartedly,
is like, hey,
Everett Tauscher.
remember this the next time you come back.
Newest
Don't
V
dive bomb
homie.
me from 10 cars back.
We're going to start seeing shadows on the track from our Goodyear aerial coverage, powering every mile and every moment.
Someone
on
spin
NASCAR's
her out,
road to
please, says
victory.
Dab Dave.
Goodyear more driven. As the
It's
sun
Byron
pokes
Bowman
through here
Gibbs.
at Circuit of the
Your
Americas.
top 3 with 15 to go.
Byron leading teammate Alex Bowman by 2.5 seconds.
So Sheila in the lead.
A lot more than they came to the flag in the Daytona 500.
And
with
Miss
just
Sarah in
thousandths of a
second. Miss Sarah, you're going to have to dump her.
Separating the two.
Miss Sarah, you're going to have to dump her.
One thing I would say,
Get up there. Get
we
right
did
on her
not really
bumper.
expect this out of these cars.
Point
I
at the
think
middle.
We probably should have paid more
Close
attention
your
to the
eyes
speed of William
and
Byron's
gas
car
it
by
up.
grabbing the pole, but we didn't think he had this pace in his car from a race pace standpoint. Alex Bowman, we thought he was okay, but we didn't think he was as
We didn't
fast as
spell it
Ty
right,
Gibbs
so
and Tyler Reddick in the Toyotas. But from the drop of the green flag, William Byron.
Sarah,
has
what I
said,
want
hey,
you to do, girl,
guys
what I
are
want you to
wrong.
do, Miss
Well,
Sarah,
that's what we know about NASCAR. That's
is
the
I
only
want you to
thing
go
that I
up
can say
there,
is consistent. There's always that left
wreck
foot coming
Sheila,
from somewhere, somehow,
and then
in
wreck
that
yourself.
today Is in the shape of that 24
And that'll put
car
me
and
in the
William
lead.
Byron and his teammate Alex Bowman.
Well, let's go on to the
That'll
helmet
put
with
me
the
up front.
Daytona 500 winner, pole sitter and
Hey.
race leader here.
This is where you pay for the
I
wrench.
decided I wanted to be a race car driver.
This
when
is
I
where
was
you pay for the
13 years
wrench,
old.
Miss Sheila.
I got in a
I mean,
go-kart
Miss
one time
Sarah.
And just remember coming home and going to sleep the next night and just
Kamikaze.
falling in love with racing and just wanting to be back at the track the next day. And I knew I had to wait a long time. It was over a year till I got back in something.
You ain't
but
making
I
Dab
just
Dave
was
no
in love
dinner.
with it.
No dinner for Dab Dave.
Byron in front by 2.8. Here is Hendrick Motorsports' career on road.
Dump the 54 car. If any dumping is involved, says Walter. Walter, you shut your mouth, Walter.
Well, Hendrick Motorsports leads the category. And
Streaker would get me up from 35th to the
a lot
front
of different
of PDX.
categories, and year after year,
Val's a
Jeff
big
Gordon
time
was-
winner circle
was
kind
a
of
great
guy.
road racer. We've seen a lot of great road racers.
Yeah,
And
Dab Dave going
Chase
hungry.
Elliott around, another Hendrick driver.
The 9 car of Elliott is around.
Coming out of turn 8, where we talk about all that dirt. Michael McDowell
Timothy
still
Leppert
just
can't
whipping
drive,
that car
y'all.
around.
Timothy Leppert on
this
board
workout for
with
the
Chase
weekend
Elliott.
with
He
his
can't
arms.
drive.
Chase in 17th. .8 seconds
14
the
to
margin.
go.
You know, yesterday all the talk was about the Toyotas. In fact, it was just Toyotas and Chevrolets advancing to the second round of qualifying.
Gordon, call the 9
No
car,
Fords.
dump the 54
And
car.
everybody thought
Thanks,
the
bro,
Toyotas
says Walter
had
Scott.
the mechanical grip advantage and the takeoff advantage from the corners, but right now it's the Chevys of Byron and Bowman.
You just
Sir
saw that
Dad
right
going
there in
hungry
shot
tonight.
two. I'm impressed with that different strategy. It's still
PB and jelly
coming to
sounds
fruition
good.
for them. He's got a lot of speed in that car in the 20.
That actually does sound good.
Here late in the run, and he's marched back up through him.
Well,
Even with a different strategy.
And if that caution comes out, the freshness of those tires will make a difference. We see it in the lap time right now.
Sarah, you're 3 seconds back, girl.
To the guys at the front of the pack.
3 seconds back. Put a little foot in it. Mash it. Mash it to the floorboard, Miss Sarah.
Laps to go. The Chevys of Byron and Bowman out in front of the Toyotas.
Peanut butter and a banana.
Gibbs, Reddick, and Bell.
I'm trying, Sis Sarah.
I was born with
Try
wings,
harder, Miss
but
Sarah. Try
psoriasis
harder.
Swooped in to clip them.
I know you're just joking, Walter.
With Bimzelx. Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A
I'm
plus
getting hungry,
F to
says
calm
Everett.
inflammation. I can control my plaques and start getting myself back.
I don't know,
Bimzelx helps
PBJ
adults
or a
with
salad
moderate to
tonight? What do you
severe
think, Chad?
psoriasis control plaques to deliver clearer
PBJ
skin
or
fast
salad?
for results that last.
I will give myself back
Ham
the freedom
salad.
of shorts.
Dare to wear black again, from head to toe.
I won't go hungry. I got
Most
some
people
burritos
got
from
100%
Cy last
clear
night.
skin.
And for my protection, he won't tell me what's in them.
Serious side effects.
But those are
including
some fire
suicidal thoughts and
burritos.
Behavior, infections, and lowered ability to fight them. Liver problems and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to.
Start to get yourself back with Bimzelx.
Ask your dermatologist about
I have
Bimzelx
enough time to get a
today.
nap in, y'all.
Everyone's hyped that
4 or
Wendy's
5
made the
o'clock
official
naps?
hamburger of March Madness a buck. But Tyler and Toby on another level.
Get it for a buck, get it for a buck. Dave Single, Dave Single.
Get hyped with fresh, never frozen beef on Wendy's Dave Single for a buck. Only in the app.
This
$1
tax
for a
season, it's
single,
time to
$2
get
for a double.
with Straight Talk Wireless.
What?
You get unlimited data and the Samsung Galaxy A14 on them, so you can give your janky phone to your kid.
Chris Davis looking for some
Turn your
chocolate
tax
cream
refund
pie.
into a U fund with Straight Talk
Sarah,
Wireless.
you be nice to me, says Sheila.
You know what's brilliant? Boring. Think about it.
Ham salad
Boring
sounds
is the
good,
unsung
says Everett.
catalyst for bold.
What straps gold to a rocket and hurtles it into space? Boring does.
Boring.
NASCAR is good for napping, says
Early
Everett.
retirement's possible. And startups start up because it's smart, dependable, and steady. All words you want from your bank.
For nearly 160
That's
years,
why it won't tell me
PNC
what's in 'em,
Bank has
says
been
Dave.
brilliantly boring, so you can be
That's
happy.
me, Sheila, in your rearview mirror. Love you, sis,
Unboring,
says
if you think
Sarah. This is Sarah, y'all.
This season, Toyota Racing is looking for jaw droppers.
Break for Martin Truex right there, the fastest lap of the day.
Iron stomachs that can stand the pressure.
Go get her,
Bombs
Sarah.
That leave their own smoke trail. So hold on tight and strap
I paid
yourself
$3.33 for a McDouble
This
earlier
season,
today, says Everett.
in. We want you. Join us.
Jeremy says
at
I'm
Toyota
going to try
Racing.
making quesadillas without making
What
a
was
mess.
the first car that you ever bought and purchased that you
Byron
drove
and I are
on the
going
street?
around throwing beer on the
And tell
track,
me the
says
story
Sheila.
around buying that car or who gave it to you.
The first
You don't want to
car
caution, Sheila.
I bought was a Ford
You don't want to
Ranger
caution.
from
Be
my
careful how
brother,
much you
actually.
throw.
And I remember the first thing I did was chop it, lower it to the ground, put graphics on it, had a spoiler on the back, 18-inch wheels.
A
and my
spoiler?
I had the nicest lowrider in Chesterfield, Virginia.
So how did it end? Did you sell it, wreck it?
To age myself, I was reaching down for a CD and ran in the back of a school bus once. So that maybe had to get my first job, and at which I worked at Subway because my dad says, I'm not paying for that. You have to fix it yourself.
Sarah and
So
Sheila, this
I had
is
to go
how
get a
World
job,
Wars get started,
at
says
Subway
Glenn.
to repair that Ford Ranger, but I eventually ended up
McDouble
selling
on the
it.
2 for $3.99 thingy, I thought, says Summer
Hear
Road.
all that and more Tuesday and Thursday on Kevin Harvick's Happy Hour podcast.
Yeah, we'll have that whole interview that I did with Denny Hamlin. It's a great interview. I think it'll be a good listen on Thursday to hear all the
12 laps to go.
intriguing things that he had to say. The car story was pretty good.
It was a good one.
And then it's wrecking it into the back of a school bus.
What kind of hand-me-down is that? You had to buy it from your own brother?
Yeah, he told me.
Tough crowd.
You'll hear it when you listen, but
It used to be
he
a
said
buck,
that
says Everett.
he wanted to have the best lowrider.
How old
but he
are you,
wanted to
Everett?
be in one of the magazines, and he got
How
a
old
little,
are you, man?
little clip in one of the magazines.
I forgot to check and see if you're allowed in here.
Well, Hamlin right now is running 17th. We have
We
35
prefer that
cars
people
on the lead
be at
lap.
least
The one I'm watching is Christopher
45
Bell,
years or above in
because
here.
Bell has passed Tyler
That's my
Reddick,
demographic
moved up
on
into
YouTube.
fourth place.
I'm
Here's
really
the battle for
popular with the
second.
65 plus
Bowman
crowd.
and Gibbs. Bell is 5 seconds behind.
Ain't that right,
them.
Summer Oak?
But with Bell's lap time compared
63?
to William Byron,
Okay,
he
you
might
fit right
have a
in, bro.
chance to catch the leader
You
before this is
found your
over.
home
Gibbs is the one
on
flying.
YouTube.
He is really cutting into Alex Bowman's lap times there.
Who in the world likes
Yeah, all of a sudden,
quesadillas?
Clint,
The COO?
Christopher Bell in fourth is one second faster than William Byron, and
I'll
I
be
think
nice.
that was
You will
that
not
was
be
part
nice.
of the strategy that
You will
these guys
not,
had to
Miss
stay
Sarah.
out there late. And
You
in
better
case
get
have
up there.
caution,
You're
you
falling
have a
behind,
distinct
further behind.
advantage
It's
with the pressure
3.69
tires.
seconds
To that
now.
point, the only one in the other car that's in the 12 second, two
Young
minute 12
buck here,
second bracket
40
is his
Sarah.
teammate Gibbs right in front of him.
All right, so Bell is gaining a
Val
second
can't
a lap.
relate to all
He's
the
9
hip youth
seconds
of
back
today,
with
so
11
road.
laps to go. The problem is Bowman
Everett
and
says,
Gibbs
I
in
fit
front
in
of him.
everywhere.
He has the speed to catch William Byron, but he's going to have to go past those two battling for second place in order to have a chance to win it.
Well, I think Gibbs is the one that has the opportunity with 11 to go.
Yeah, in order to have the opportunity, though, he's going to have to go.
Let's
quick,
get a caution.
right now.
We need a
As soon
caution.
as he gets to him, he's going to have to do something with that 48 car of Alex Bowman. And the other question is, okay,
I think
William
my
Byron
boy is going to
sees
wreck
his
you,
lead. How
Miss
much
Sarah.
is he
My
just
boy's had enough of
trying
your
to take care
crap,
of his car and pace himself?
and he's about to
Really
move you
cutting
out the
into
way.
Right
Move,
bumper,
Sarah.
40.
Get out
He's
the
setting
way.
up for the
Get
top of
out
the
the
hill
way,
in turn
Sarah.
one. That's
Get
the
out
next
the way.
passing opportunity. Try to
I'll go up there and
narrow
wreck
this gap
Sheila.
up
I ain't
as
got no
much as you
problem
can,
with it.
Set him up for the top of the hill. May not happen this time.
Well, the hard part with everything that
I ain't
that
got no
happens,
problem wrecking
the
Sheila
closer
for
you get, the harder it
300,000
gets
points. I'd wreck
to
my
go buy
mama
a car
for
in
20
front of you. So
points.
You know, you got to have a pretty timely opportunity to get where you need to be, or a lot better car. But you can see Alex Bowman's car wiggle around there on the exit, and that's where the Gibbs cars
You don't
are
use the
strong.
bathroom at least twice an
All right,
hour.
it's
You
about
may
3
be
or
too
4
young
car
for the
lengths
stream, says Glenn Hewitt.
between Bowman and Gibbs for second place. 10 laps to go. So we'll take our final box side-by-side break in the Echo
All right,
Park
side by
Automotive
side
Grand
with
Prix.
10 to go. We're going to play some rock music.
Iron stomachs that can stand the pressure. This season, we want you. Join us at Toyota Racing. Toyota
Okay,
Racing
Sarah, you're getting
is
closer.
looking for quick draw thumbs.
But I'm right there behind you, so you either move it or lose it, girl. Move it or lose it.
Join us at Toyota Racing.
He listens
See,
Byron,
HomeQuote
Byron,
Explorer lets you
Byron.
easily compare home insurance options so you can get what you need without overpaying.
Yeah, I should probably
we
shut
spent a
that
lot on
down.
this kitchen.
Oh, yeah, really high-end stuff.
Sorry, that's our ghost.
Yeah, okay.
It's more annoying than anything.
Too bad there's mold behind the backsplash. Yep, there's mold.
Well then, let's see if we can save you some money with Progressive.
Guess how
Betting
much
has
I already
closed.
paid for this fireplace? $23. Materials
197,000 points in the kitty. We got 9 bets on Chevy, 1 bet on Ford,
Wendy's breakfast 2 for
3
3
bets
is so
on
good.
Toyota.
Crew is giving every combination.
So whoever bet for Ford, if Ford wins, you about to win 197,000 points.
Squaring was.
Mathlutes. No matter what you call it.
First
choose
Ford
wisely.
is
Choose
Busher
Wendy's
in
breakfast
8th.
2 for 3.
I am tradition.
And that is Jeremy on board. That is Jeremy on board of that car.
To the ones that watch us every weekend.
You know, it's all I've ever known, racing. I was fortunate to be in victory lane 20 years ago.
Sometimes
I am
PDX,
meant to be
sometimes.
passed down from one generation to the next. Because the only thing better than seeing a race is sharing it with someone.
Ford sucks, says Sheila.
A new era of spring football.
All right, Gibbs now. Something happened. Gibbs fell back.
Saturday.
Somebody's coming down pit road.
The USFL champs.
It's a Ford, a yellow one.
XFL champs.
I think it might be firefighter Jimmy.
Matchup that the fans deserve. Spring just got stronger. UFL kickoff weekend begins Saturday at 1 on Fox.
Had the pleasure of meeting
and
Max
continues Sunday
Verstappen
on
in the
ESPN.
Australian Grand Prix.
NASCAR fans, you are in the driver's seat. What are you waiting
Mars is
for?
number 6.
Sign up for the free NASCAR Fan Rewards loyalty
MR,
program
you still ain't on the main page, bro.
NASCAR.com/fan-rewards.
9 laps to go. William Byron leading in Austin, Texas. Next weekend, pro football returns to Fox.
I heard Toyota Prius.
The United Football League kicks off Saturday. Birmingham against Arlington, 2 championship teams from last year to fight it out. And kickoff weekend continues next Sunday on ESPN. No change in the front 5. Christopher Bell has cut it to 7 seconds to leader William Byron. Tyler Reddick 13 back behind Bowman and Gibbs. Boy, these two have kept in close company all day. Bowman riding a 66 race winless streak. Gibbs looking for win number 1.
Just got stalled out behind Bowman, hasn't he, Kevin?
Yeah, and that's typically what happens. So you have to have a distinct advantage somewhere in order to finish that pass off. So you see Bowman miss right there. So that opens the door for Ty Gibbs to get further to the right and set this turn 15 up and be in position as he gets towards the end of the lap. He misses the apex again.
Now Christopher Bell is closing on them. He's about 3 seconds behind that battle for second place. Oh, Keselowski around again from 31st place.
He has not had much fun today.
Nope. Still on the lead lap.
All right.
Had a chance at it. Here we go.
He's got to get up off this corner.
Oh, get her, Gibbs.
He's going to go for it.
I think
Miss
so.
Sarah, you got to move, girl.
Right, Clint.
You about to get moved if you don't move. Here I go. I'm going inside. I'm going inside.
Full quarter. Gonna have to use him up a little bit here. He was
Going inside.
Nice to him.
Let's race.
With the Chastain, now he lost the position into this next corner.
Oh, that turn 1 was a good corner for Gibbs.
Sayonara.
And
I'm coming to get you, Sheila.
Second place.
Me and my buddy coming to get you.
Alex Bowman knew that if they went into the S's side by side, they were going to have trouble, and he also knew that Ty Gibbs was way faster. Smart move by Alex Bowman.
And Bell's coming.
Yep.
Heads up.
And when we say smart move, it's just
Hey,
it minimizes the
3.39
time
seconds
loss when
back.
You just don't sit there and race somebody and slow everybody down a second a lap or a second and a half.
Miss Sarah in the rearview mirror.
Instead of losing one spot.
Sayonara.
If you sit there and wait, Bell might be there right with you in one lap.
And that's part of the science of road racing. Pick the place to pass where it's going to slow down your lap time the least for both you and the car you're passing. In this case, turn 1.
Clint, I know that we talked about this during the break. We really thought Tyler Reddick would be one of the cars to beat this weekend. I think in the past
spun out like a bad B-side record.
But I think that shows you how good these guys are and how they go back and they study the driving information and everything that goes with why he was fast, and they get better. It's a constant evolution with everything that happens in the NASCAR Cup Series garage, from the drivers to the
there is one guy, I think PDX is a mechanic. It took him 22 minutes to change his wipers and put his tags on his car.
Is about 3 seconds behind.
So I would say he qualifies as a mechanic. Maybe it was Everett.
Came together very late for AJ Allmendinger. It was actually 3 weeks ago.
Keselowski wrecks more than Danica Patrick's is Everett.
Earlier today that they struggled in practice to get it perfect, just couldn't quite get it dialed in. But he's been pretty solid today.
Did he take Parsons' car with him? Nope. Parsons in 6th.
Let's start with Chris Buescher. This is a race that he felt very confident coming into. Feels always confident on.
Parsons rolling up on Butterfly's rig.
In the last 11, he's had a quiet day, but he's started from the back and worked his way up into the top 10. As far as the 8 of Kyle Busch going into the race, Randall Burnett told me that this car was okay, but not good enough to win it. They've had a loose car all day long. They have themselves in position for a top 10 finish, but not a winning car like they felt like.
7 to go.
Well, the 14 to Chase Briscoe having a solid day today. Yesterday in qualifying, a little bit of trouble. Qualified 28.
You just call Ricky Stenhouse Spinhouse. Ricky don't have nobody driving his car today.
Exactly what he's doing right now, running in 10th, is optimizing the
Or nobody
day.
with him
you
anyway.
Do that throughout the stretch of a season, even if you don't have the best race car on every single day.
Justin Haley having a good day. He's hung around the top 10 all day long.
I'm not gaining on her fast enough, y'all. I'm not enough. All right, it's sub 3 seconds now.
Martin Truex just went by.
Sub 3 seconds. I don't think I can catch her.
And here now is the race for 3rd. Christopher Bell continues to close on the leaders. but he can't waste a lot of time getting past Bowman if he's going to have
Massera about to get worked over by Bell.
Well, that's the last corner. He's going to be behind Alex Bowman.
With Jay Ramos on board.
He's going to have a good shot to pass him right here. Well, I say that, and Alex Bowman drives away. It's just a matter of corners, though.
He's still going to dive to the inside.
And he's got a pretty distinct tire advantage on Alex Bowman of 5 laps, which is, when you think about it, it's almost...
She'll be dropping shoes. She's throwing shoes out the window to cut down on the weight in the car. Took off her wig, threw it out the window.
Bell is 5.7 behind with 7 laps
She'll be just sitting in there in her drawers.
And Gibbs,
sitting in there in her drawers. No beer. They threw all the beer out.
Byron right now is Ty Gibbs.
No nachos, no nothing.
Yeah, I can't help but to think
Byron fighting her, doesn't want to give up his helmet.
Just a little bit, saving a little bit of fuel for his crew chief, just in case something happens at the end of this thing.
Byron's like, I'm supposed to wear this helmet. NASCAR requires it. Sheila's like, it weighs too much.
Just keeping him at arm's length.
Let's get it out of here.
You're the leader.
Yeah, you got to be smart when you're that far ahead and you've got everything under control. You got to.
I don't wear a wig.
Save
My
some
hair is
fuel
natural,
as
so
best as you can with
Sheila.
that side of it, but just slow down.
I thought you went to the doctor for your wig the other day.
You save some tires, put yourself in
That's
a
what I
position
heard.
that if you need some more
Through the
car at end of
grapevine.
race, you can make some lap times.
YouTube says they're not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth streaming.
Had trouble during qualifying, cut the course, had a lap disallowed.
I think YouTube lies.
Started deep in the field, and Logano now to 12. We've mentioned Haley, who's currently
My
13.
wing,
Jamie,
oh.
how about Bubba Wallace?
Bubba Wallace started 10th on lap number 1, had that contact.
I've never worn a wig.
Toe out. They have
I would
worked on
consider
this
it,
race
though.
car. He even spun again later on in the race. They've stopped
Do
4
you wear
times,
wigs up in
adjusted
smoke?
on it, and they keep digging. In 3 previous starts here, though, best finish ever.
Yeah, we ain't catching her at all, y'all.
If he could keep it in the top 15, it's a pretty good day for this team.
It would be. Behind him, Kyle
Sheila
Larson,
trying to
who
get
had a
Byron to
stint
get up out of
earlier
his
in the
seat
race.
so she
Again,
could throw
no
the
caution
seat out of the window.
Anything other than the 2 stage breaks.
Trying to reach out and get the windshield wiper off the front of the car.
Well, there's going to be some drivers with their tongue hanging out. I can't express to you.
When will I
folks
wear
sitting at
wigs?
home, how much work this
Maybe when I
is.
go bald.
As
Maybe
we
I'll get me one of
look
them
at Zane Smith,
toupees.
He's had a rough start to the season with
Like
some
an
bad
Elvis
luck
toupee.
and have some decent. Has
I
a
like it.
decent
I
day
like
going.
I like my toupee to look like Elvis, please.
When Elliott Cindric complete the top 20, we still have 36 cars on the lead lap back to Noah Gragson.
Smoke has a wig
with
fetish?
6 to go. Here's Alex Bowman in 4th.
We aren't catching
Listen
her
to
unless
him.
we get a caution, Cicera.
50 feet of left and 11, 12, and 1. 50 feet of fuel. Have tell him I need 10%.
Throwing nails out the window.
That's just backing them corners.
He's
up, give me a
increasing the
little
lead.
bit. Let that thing roll off in there a little bit farther before you downshift, but lift, save some fuel for me.
Who's Chastain battling with here?
Allmendinger and Chastain might have been a little contact there.
Allmendinger.
Well, Alex Bowman.
Don't let the 16 get up there, y'all. The 16 takes no
among the
prisoner
leaders
on
the
these
first
road
one, and
courses.
He's a lap sooner than
Or the
guys that
13
he's
takes
racing
no
around
prisoners.
currently. So this is a long ways around. It's 3.4 miles around this racetrack. So
Jeff buying
it's
a
a long
long hair
ways to
pink
make one
wig.
lap.
I don't know what interview you're talking about.
So Allmendinger up to 6th ahead of Chastain. 4 Chevys, 3 Toyotas.
There's an interview
in the
with
top
some
7
guy in
spots.
Daniel Radcliffe
Then
where he
Buescher's
asked him
4.
nothing but wig questions.
With 5 to go, Larry Mack,
Nope.
what do the trends tell us?
Well,
Now
Mike,
needs a streaker
there's
more than
35
ever.
drivers on the lead lap. There's 34 that may love to hear this.
5 to
William
go.
Byron's probably the only one that does not. If you look at the last
Well,
2
that's
years
2
here,
Austin
in the
races.
era
The
of
average
Gen
lap
7
of the
car
last caution
at
was at
Austin,
lap
Texas, the
66.
last caution
That's
came
2 laps to go from now.
66, 2 to go, and both races ended in overtime finishes.
Could we have some overtime today?
Christopher Bell, last lap, 0.8 quicker than William Byron, but he's 4 seconds behind with 5 to go.
Now Bell is on my booty.
Just ahead.
Bell is coming to take my spot. I done screwed around too long, y'all. Done messed around too long. Christopher Bell coming to take my spot.
His chances of getting a pass done in 12.
Jay Ramos, stay back, fool.
Maybe get closer.
Jay Ramos, stay back, stay back. You don't know me like that.
Bell's final pit stop came 3 to 4 laps after
beep, beep.
The cars that he is battling for the win.
Extra
it makes
innings.
his car faster now with better
Overtime.
tires. But did he lose so much time
This is no
in
overtime.
those 3
Stay
or 4
green.
laps that he stayed out before he pitted to put him behind the 8 ball now?
Possibly, but
yes,
he did. Yeah, he
What
definitely
if I
lost
don't?
some lap time there. But it's also the reason that he's gaining it back.
I might fire you. I might fire you.
Tires, so kind of half a dozen one way or the other as to,
Oh, you're not a mod.
where he was going to gain it or lose it. But he's still got a great car. We get a caution.
YouTube still says I'm not sending enough video.
Larry says he had a slower pit stop as well than the race leader.
Val asked Butterfly to cause a
actually
caution.
said 2 3/4
I tell you, y'all,
seconds.
Butterfly is already in the motorhome lot. She done found the party.
And how far he's behind, that would definitely put him in the second, a lot closer.
She done found the party. I think that's right there.
4 laps to go. Well, Jamie, the class of the field on that last
How the hell do you
stop,
have OT?
2:24.
They do a green-white checker.
William Byron's pit crew, these guys right here.
They start them up, and it's 2-lap race to the finish.
But how about the guy up top? Rudy Fugle brought a car so good. No adjustments have been made today.
At this track, they can. On the road courses, they kind of can, RM. The super speedways, you can't pass below the line.
Flipped up. I think he got back going.
There's that Team 24 crew.
Val maintains a
the
toxic
difference for
work
William Byron
environment at
today.
Valhalla Studios.
You saw
What?
how that focus, laser
What?
focus
Have you ever
in
seen
Rudy
Fog
Fugle's
tanking?
eyes right there.
And Chim Chim, how happy
No
they are?
caution, no caution.
I don't know what you're
That's
talking
I'm
about,
saying
Theo.
right now. Over and over and over.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about, bro. Valhalla Sports Talk
Yeah,
voted
when you're leading these races like
the
that,
best
there's nothing
place
more
to work
stressful than the crew chief sitting up on the box
the
and
last
even
4
in the
years
driver's seat, as we see Ty Gibbs
on this block.
Christopher
On
Bell
this
going
block.
at it here for this second position.
And as you see,
Chamber of
these two
Commerce said
battle,
so. I got a
you
plaque.
can see Byron is not very far ahead of
And they wrote me up in the newspaper.
That is a good job by William Byron and his crew chief and the communication of just save enough, keep them at arm's length, but save me some fuel in the meantime, and we'll tell you the lap times, and they're doing a great job of
Hey,
that.
Sheila, slow down so I can tell you something. Tell William to slow it down a little
It's
bit.
got to be frustrating for
I got something I got to
Christopher
tell
Bell.
you
This
in
is going to be
confidence.
the slowest lap he has run since his pit stop.
Well, and that's that traffic we talk about. It just when you get right
Hear
there,
the
and you can't
COO
take the
shuffling
momentum,
down the
you
hall,
can get
y'all.
by. But
Well, there's only, 2 or 3 quality passing zones on this racetrack, so if you don't get it done in one of them, you got to wait all the way around to the next.
Come on, Sheila. This is
Definitely
important.
cuts into your lap time.
Not close enough to make the move at turn 1.
Val's a little defensive, but I have read the
yeah,
police report,
and as
says
a driver,
Theo.
it's frustrating because everywhere that you need to get off the corner and put the throttle down, you make a mistake, and then you have to make that gap back up,
Ooh.
and it seems like you make a mistake in all the wrong spots.
That
Free
was
to
the
go.
second
Free to
slower by
go.
Byron that time. Again, I think that's just
I know your tricks, says Sheila.
saving a little bit of fuel just in case, getting to the end of this
Listen,
thing.
I'm not going to be your
You never know, you
problem.
gotta keep an
It's
eye
this
on
20
that.
car that's
Saving
going to be
them
the
for a
problem,
reason.
Sheila.
Well,
It's the
Northeast
20
race
car coming to
modified
take your
drivers in
points
history.
once he gets
Plenty
past me.
Once in a race at Stafford, caught the leader easily, passed him, but could never get away. And I asked him in Victory Lane, I went, Eddie, you caught him, you had no problem. Why couldn't you just drive away? And after we did the interview, he
I
came
heard
up.
there
he
were
punched me
toxic
in the arm.
gas
He says,
releases
"Kid,
at the studio,
you
says
run just
Everett.
slow enough to win."
Where did you come
Yeah.
from, Everett? Busybody?
William Byron out front after a lap of 2:14.2. Bell and Gibbs running right at 2:13 flat.
And that makes that race for second place really important because we don't know all the information. Maybe they are short. We don't think that William Byron is short, but
There I go. Bye-bye.
You never know, that could be a pass for the win.
With 3
Bell
to
the
go.
second. With Jay Ramos on board.
1 second faster
Him and
than
Sheila
William Byron.
flipping each other
He
off.
has almost 3 seconds to make
Him
up.
and Sheila exchanging
These final
sign
couple
language
laps. Can he do it?
as their drivers
I think
navigate
this next time by will
this
tell the
final
story
3 laps.
on just how much William Byron was saving. There's no question he slowed down that last lap 1 second while those 2 teammates were battling in his rearview mirror.
Yeah, and half this lap was behind Gibbs as well, so it's still going to be the next
Agent
lap.
says I got money
that
on
he's gonna
William.
get back up to speed.
J. Ramos says, I don't think the
gain
20 has
the
time to
full
catch
lap
up. He does. 2 laps takes a long time here.
2.5 seconds the margin.
Bell finna slides is Majin. Good thing they both know sign language.
Well, and there it was, exactly how I thought. Byron got, 6/10 of that right back, but he's still 4/10 slower than Bell in second. Communication is key here. Spotters
Bell already got it down to 2.4.
Stay on the track, no mistakes. Get around here to this white flag.
Did you hear the rumor that the 24 might not have enough fuel?
Get around to the white flag.
24 might not have enough fuel.
That makes it official. That way, if there's a caution on the racetrack, it's yours.
Yeah, so once they take the white flag, y'all, next flag would end it.
Takes the white flag, next flag ends the race.
Well, and you see how fast Christopher Bell's car.
So even a caution would end this race now as long as he takes the checkered here. I mean, as long as he goes past the start-finish line.
From where he made the pass, so.
And takes the white flag.
William Byron's pulling the reins back a little. That 20 cars went to the whip. Come on, give me all you got, baby.
Big day for Chevrolet. They have half of the top 10.
Sheila says, I'm the one driving. Byron just chilling over here.
Ford.
Sheila done kidnapped William Byron. Ramos says, I hope it's you driving, Sheila.
Bell cut it down to a 2.5 seconds. And then it stretches back out as Byron hits the straightaway.
Right, we go to the main. We're going to go to the main for the rest of this.
Giving it everything that he has.
He's going to put the pressure on Byron.
It's down to less than 2 seconds. 1.9.
Back around to the front straightaway. That would make this race official if they can get around to the white flag. Then it's just a matter of
no gas is Majin.
Not running out of fuel, staying on the racetrack. Literally those two things.
Oh, the 24 got off track a little bit there.
White flag waving.
White flag. Next flag ends it.
1.7 seconds the gap.
Give me just a solid lap, William.
Sheila's an aggressive driver, apparently living her road rage dreams on the track. Remember those toy racetracks by Tyco that had magnets on the track?
That'd be the one on
You're
my
awesome, says MR.
process here.
Look at Byron just tossing that car through the corners, sliding it as much as it'll take. He's got it down to 1.2 seconds.
1.2.
Jumping the curbs.
There's a
1 second.
That's not road rage, says Dav Dave.
Take care of business.
Half a lap to go.
Half a lap. Less than a second. He's coming to get you, Sheila.
Been a dominant performance by William Byron and company in his 24 car. Rudy Fugel and company brought him a whale of a race car, and he's done a good job keeping it on the racetrack. Never slipped a wheel, Kevin. Hit all of his marks all day long. Boys were good in the pits.
Well, he showed that speed in qualifying, and he carried that over right to the very first lap of this race to be able to do that, Clint. They've executed on pit road all day. He's executed on the racetrack, and they have put themselves in position to close this race out with a win.
Christopher Bell got to within 0.6 of a second of Byron under braking for turn 12.
Yeah, he is on him, right going by where butterfly seats were at.
Close he can almost reach out and touch the 24, but William Byron from the pole. And after a fantastic pit stop that was the class of the field. There's a couple of corners to go.
It's pretty much been a Hendrick Motorsports and Gibbs competition so far in 2024. Hendrick was so solid the first two. Gibbs showed up the last two. Hendrick back on top today.
William Byron down the front straightaway to the checkered flag, gets his 12th career win in the NASCAR Cup Series.
Yes, sir.
Great day by those guys.
William Byron is the winner of the Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix Circuit of the Americas, Austin, Texas. Byron, Bell, Gibbs, Bowman, Reddick, Allmendinger, Chastain, Bush, and Truex Jr., your top 10. And Sheila
Kyle Busch recovering
just
from
won
a spin,
300,000
as did
points.
Truex, top 10. And we will finish up here with 34 cars on the lead lap.
Awesome job. That's the way to prepare. Sports hard, boys. Appreciate everything. Thank you.
Williams' mom and dad up on the box.
All right, which manufacturer will win? The points have been paid out for that.
Gen race car, the most of all drivers.
I will add the 300,000 to Sheila's VST account here in just a few.
Teammates trade a little paint there.
But congratulations
on the cool down.
All right, we end up with 68 likes and 725 views.
To be able to build off of what
over
you did
$50 in chat revenue on YouTube, another 10 spot.
Byron has been
direct
really
dono
fast on
Venmo.
road courses, really everywhere, but on these road courses, it takes a work ethic and a time commitment to be able to prepare
y'all.
thoroughly.
We'll see where the Dodgers play next week.
Minimizing mistakes is key to today. It sure was. You never know what to expect in NASCAR. Last week it was a tire attrition race.
Freaking happy,
Cautions all
Sheila.
over the place today. Not really one caution. Green all the way.
All right, let me go. I can probably update these points real quick.
Byron has now won 2 of the last 3 NASCAR Cup road course races and finished top 2 in the last 3 races on road courses. For Hendrick Motorsports, it's their 28th road course win. The next closest team has just 15.
Wow. Well, Hendrick Motorsports has been dominant in just about everything that they've done, and whether it's a Gen whatever car, the next gen car.
I'm gonna have to use the calculator. I'm afraid to screw it up.
How to win. And William Byron has started to figure out how to win multiple races throughout the year. And when you can put your name in the mix every single week, when it's a short track, a road course, a mile and a half.
I think Sheila just went over the 3 million point mark.
That's when you know that you're going to consistently contend to race for championships.
And for the second season in a row, William Byron has multiple wins through the first 6 races of the year. Another great start for Team 24.
Well, it's also a message. A message, hey, a lot of talk about those Toyotas and the strength of those cars. Our cars are pretty strong, too.
Yeah.
Don't count us out. We're still here.
Chevrolet, 1st, 4th, 6th, 7th, and 9th. Toyota, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 10th. Ford picked up 8th. And then 11th on back. A rather unique race in that it was caution-free, except for the stage.
All right, so Sheila is now only the second
stage points, but eliminated the stage
V-Homie to break the 3 million point mark.
Not an incident-free race, but a full course caution-free race.
3,150,862 points.
No tire fall off. Not even on the burnout.
Plenty of fuel too. It's still
Val's
wide
living
open.
large. You can gas in a Lambo.
Shot, though, with that drone following that car doing that burnout. Great burnout by William Byron.
Good.
Congratulations, Sheila.
It is a great feeling.
Wow, I enjoyed it. It was happy to represent Valhalla Sports Talk here at the Echo Park. It was a fun experience. That's good to hear. That is way cool to hear, Butterfly.
Good margin.
Thank you for checking in with us.
Needed it with Bell closing in on
Yep,
him.
only 2 have cracked 3 million.
We're going to blow the tires off of it. They're melted, Kevin.
I just hope it doesn't catch the mud flaps on fire.
All right, they're going to interview Byron here.
In front of us on
he blew out the passenger side rear. Crew members just realized that Sheila is in the car, buck naked,
right in front of us, we see
just her drawers on, and they told her, "Get out of here, you weirdo."
of his car, and I can't.
And she's like, "But I got 300 million points."
Walking around his car.
And the crew member was like, "That they have no cash value."
Everything that they've got, and it's a full day's work.
Jamie?
Well, William Byron admiring the burnout. He literally burned them down, gets picked up by Landon
And Byron's
Walker.
like, I don't know where she came from, y'all. She just
Daytona
appeared in the
500
car.
Champion, you come here today, William, get your first win at COTA. So many opportunities
I wish
to
I
make
could have
mistakes
bet,
on a road
says
course this
Butterfly.
size, yet you seem flawless. How did you pull it off in such a dominant way?
Yeah, I feel like I made a lot of mistakes in the last 10 laps, just little micro errors, and Christopher was really fast there.
Val really knows how to read
on the
lips,
longer
damn.
run, but this sport is just so hard. It is so difficult to, week in and week out, show up and have fast cars, and we've had a little bit of a rough stretch the last few weeks, but just put a lot of prep work in this week, and just thankful for the team I have.
I accidentally
around
bet on
me,
this. My
all the
first
people,
NASCAR
back
bet
home
says
as
Majin.
well. Joanne, who helps me, and
Walter
Ken,
says
who is here
24 car
today,
Raptor. Thanks,
Max.
Jeff.
So all those guys played an integral role in preparing, but just super thankful for having this opportunity, and Raptor, Chevrolet, Valvoline, Liberty University, all of our partners.
All right, we didn't pick up
Exalta,
any more
Valvoline,
subs, so
yeah,
we're at
everybody. Get your cars.
15,160.
So
Picked up
it's
2
just
for
a
the
lot of
entire
fun
stream.
to win races, and it's really difficult. Oh, and relay too. So, but we're gonna enjoy this one.
All right, we talked about your boys over here. Your pit crew got it done today, 3 seconds faster than the one that got you back out in the lead. What is it
I
like
gave up
having
on
a team like
points.
this
The
that
women
you
of
know
Valhalla
you
are
can
too
count on when you
aggressive.
come down pit
Best
road?
let them enjoy being on top.
When we're on,
That's all you need to know, everybody. All Theo would have to say is, Valhalla, put me on the top of the
for
points.
changes in the car. So, just thanks to everybody on this team. There's
Valhalla, Theo's like that.
This is really cool.
That
and,
bajillionaire
like I said, we prepared really
that doesn't wave his money, his points
just
in
difficult,
front of
man. You just
everybody's
gotta keep
faces.
working.
All right, William Byron gets it done here in Austin.
Well, Christopher Bell comes home in the runner-up position today. Christopher, you were coming at the end there. Looked like this 20 car was really fast. Did you just need another lap there?
Yeah, I mean, obviously once I got to him, it was going to be tough to pass him, but just needed a couple of mistakes, man. William has been really, really good on the road courses, and he was flawless when it mattered today.
Saw a conversation
Been
post-race
to
there
Austin
with
before,
Kyle
beautiful
Busch just a
city,
moment
says Sarah.
ago. Was
We
that
went
about
to
the
San
contact
Antonio
in
a
turn
few
one, and
years
how did
back.
that
It was
go?
nice.
I mean, yeah, obviously he's very upset, which, he ended up turned around.
Oh, Kyle Busch having words with Christopher
The
Bell.
5 car, I got him earlier in the race, and by no intention at all, I didn't mean to do that. But, KB is frustrated about what happened in turn 1, and I don't know. They were too wide going in there. I haven't obviously seen a replay yet, but I had no intentions of turning him, and I'm sure
Hey,
we'll
appreciate
talk
it,
it out
Mr.
before the next
Scott.
race.
Go Bikes.
Thanks, Christopher. Josh?
Well, another strong day for Ty Gibbs, who comes home third. What more did you need to finish 2 spots better today?
Yeah, we were just a little bit too loose in the right.
Hi, Gibbs pretending to drink his monster.
I just wish we were a little tighter, but we did a really good job.
Never
today.
took the
Team did a
cap
great
off.
job. All props to them. Thank you to Monster Energy. He gets us interstate batteries. It was a good day.
I don't
for
know that
us.
I've ever
Good
seen
points
one of
today. We'll
those
just keep working
monsters
hard.
with a twist
5 straight
cap
top 10s
before.
for Ty Gibbs, guys.
What a start to this season he has had. Very, very
Where you get
consistent,
those at?
Fast and up in the top 10. Now, Corey
Leo putting up the
LaJoy
Dodgers
was
emojis.
on the ground.
Thanks for the stream. It was fun as always.
After he
Billy.
got out of
Thanks,
the car,
buddy.
walked around to
Pals
the right
of
side of the
baby,
car,
says Danny.
laid down for a while.
Thank you, Byron Pit Crew. You guys rock.
Able to get up
Sheila.
under his own power.
Burn the back
He's
tires
going to
complete.
be-
Yeah, he did. Both of them.
Have
Both
a seat on
sides,
the
bro.
cart and be taken to the care center just to have a check over there after a very long
Both
and tough day.
sides.
There's
Yeah,
Corey.
there he is getting up. Probably go back and get some fluids in him. It'd be good to go. Very hot out there. Long time, man. That's a grind for these guys.
Yeah, and he's not the only one. Carson Hocevar sitting on the ground. There's several of these drivers that are just exhausted from the day's work.
A hard race in COTA with everyone ending up chasing William Byron and
I'm
Christopher
waiting for that
Bell.
monster in a 55-gallon drum, says Glenn.
Check
Me
in with the
too,
Charlotte
man.
studio.
Please make it the white can flavor. All right, let me cut this audio.
Among us.
I guess I'm done with that too. Yeah, Voince bets paid out, right? He wins, gives monster bath, I guess, is Walter. Probably. All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. Lakers stream at 7. It's about 2 hours, 10 minutes. Again, congratulations to Sheila. Thank you to Butterfly for the on-the-scene reporting today. It's a good time. Good time. It is the lowest ever viewed stream here on Valhalla for NASCAR, y'all. 750 views, 68 likes. But I appreciate the support. I had a fun time. I had a good time. But I'm going to get out of here and say good the rest of your day, Miss Gracie. Thank you to the members, the V-Homies, the Berserkers, the subscribers, and the moderating team. Thank you to Rob for donating that membership. We'll be out of here. Valhalla Sports Doc is off the air. From me and Chim Chim, peace. Chim Chim, make sure you clear everybody out of here. Make sure you clear everybody out of here this time. I can't have them hanging around in here. Our insurance is off the charts. Hey, appreciate it, Brandon B. Appreciate it, buddy.